Akshay and
Baker.
Hey, brother.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Better than we can hear Hojay, Akshay.
Yeah, bro. Let's just chat with
Go
you.
for it.
Yeah.
कैसे हरामी लोग हैं?
So clear, Akshay. Would you like to host the show with us? Maybe I don't know. I'm just saying.
What
Yeah,
earphones
I
do
can
you
be
use, Akshay?
bored for sure. I'm good with technical stuff, so maybe I can help.
Okay. Today we're going to try something new. We want you all to both tell your love problems at the same time. I'm just kidding.
Maybe you all can hook up after that.
Go for it, Akshay. I have a real genuine story. We're going to bring you back in just a moment.
That
This is the
sounds
state
good.
of things. Akshay, knock yourself out.
Akshay,
क्या
bolo.
problem हो गए रे?
So Jan.
Don't call me Jan like that, okay? We know we're close, but
it happens. You have to understand.
One second.
Okay,
Jan,
baby.
Goa. Yes, wrote down. Jan, Goa.
So, Goa Jan met this amazing chick on Tinder. Supposed to be one day thing.
You had gone to a poultry farm.
Sure. Yeah. So met this beautiful chick in Goa. It was supposed to be a one day thing. I didn't forget. Became 2 day, 3 days. Realized she stays near my house in Pune, so became a month thing. And now we both are in different cities. And we can't stop talking to each other. We both know it's gonna crash and burn, but I just don't know where
like
should I
this stream
stop.
in the starting. But Arey, bro, you know it's gonna end, kya? You have decided already.
Yeah, it's dead. Like
Why?
there's no typical Indian things, do like parents and others. So it's gonna crash and burn for sure.
But are you interested in continuing or you're not
Oh,
interested?
so much, but been there, done that. So not a good option.
No, but get this right. You both are thoroughly. You want to, and you assume. I assume she also is reciprocating this feeling, or is it
Maybe.
just? Huh? You're not sure, huh?
It's Jan. And see, I'm 29. I'm 30. She'll be 28. So I don't have much time left. So. See,
What?
I know it's gonna crash and burn. The whole point is.
I know that
Unless
our
you're
life expectancy has gone down, but I don't know if it's gone that much. You're
Yeah, bro,
like,
Yeah, I'm
you
still
have
alive.
a lot of time left.
I'm a
Suresh still alive.
I'm an inherently negative person, but you're making me feel like a beacon of
Yeah.
hope, right?
No, I mean before I get married.
No,
Okay.
Then that's a separate conversation we can
Yeah.
have. But why you preempting and assuming things already? If it's 1 month के अंदर ये सब क्या? मतलब कुछ नहीं. There's nothing to it. I think it's just a fight that has got you onto this stream, and you feel that
No
things are
fight.
hitting, isn't it?
There's no fight.
So-
there's nothing.
so-
There's nothing.
So, are you comfortable with voicing what's troubling you and why you feel it's going to crash and burn?
That's because she's from some different, let's just say, community, and where they're very strict with it.
Okay.
So
You know, we had a call from a girl sometime back who said that this is a situation, and her main issue was that the guy didn't fight for her. Whatever
That's
your
right.
issues are, her main issue was that the guy didn't fight for her, and we told her then that you dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same thing over here. That and I mean, it's your right also to not want something. So. Sorry, I'm in a really terrible mood from the stream starting like that. I'm kidding.
Guys, don't worry.
I'm kidding.
Hojay will get to you. Don't worry. We'll get you all up.
No,
Akshay,
but if you don't fight,
Yeah.
then कुछ नहीं होने वाला. You're just like नहीं आपने को
Yeah.
नहीं दिखते हैं.
See, Akshay, I understand what you're talking about, that, there are, certain boundaries that you feel is going to be uncomfortable to cross. There is no hard and set rule, of course. All right. It's just, that's how we play into, society and everything. And again, I'm not going to get deep into that, but I feel like you really seem like you really like her, or there's something that's
trust me,
sparking.
I do.
Yeah. And I think I can see it from your nervousness and from the way you're edging that, you feel something for a lot. And I feel like you probably called us in just to maybe help with this process of moving on, or
I don't know why anyone would do that. I mean, we're the
again,
last people
there's-
anyone should call. But yeah,
Dude, Akshay, the thing is, man, that like it's very rare to actually, even though there's so many people, to actually get along with someone over an elongated period of time.
Uh-huh.
And if you find that, then that's totally worth the fight, because any which way, like everything eventually is a struggle and a fight, bro. There's no escaping that shit in life. Like it's going to come either from here or from here. You just feel more comfortable about the ones you believed in more. So I don't know why you're preempting so much trauma,
Yeah.
for every bunch of people who sort of didn't succeed in this and didn't take the plunge or didn't fight, there are thousands of stories of people who went ahead and did what they had to do, and they're living happy, good lives, man. So I don't know why you're worrying about it. And it's worth the fight, is all I'm thinking.
It's definitely worth the fight. I agree with Cyrus at the end of it, and don't preempt it, right? I mean, I get it. I get that it sounds like it's difficult.
but तुम लोग कैसे बोल सकते हो? सिर्फ उसको पता है कि if it's worth the fight.
No.
Look how happy he is, man. He's also
every word of it is worth the fight.
See, Hojay.
Okay,
Hojay,
just check it. You have to get a second opinion from me.
Yeah,
The doctors all fake here.
I'll tell you what, Akshay, you're 29, right? You said
Yeah,
you're 29, okay? Maybe if you're already preempted that, this may not work, forget that part, right? Live for today, right? Enjoy every single day till you reach that barrier. Don't start
That's
preempting
the plan. But
ek saal ke baad, it's going to break up and stuff like that, because then you'll never enjoy that moment, right?
I know it's going to crash and burn. The question is what to do after that. Like,
Don't crash and burn. Don't crash and burn. Look, man, I'm telling you, dude, I have sat and I have been in a room and I have thought of every possible negative outcome. And I've also decided, okay, this is not going to work out. This shit's going to go south. I want to break up. I want to get out of it. And I'm already making plans. That's just your imagination going
That's your brain.
insane.
Yeah.
Because we're genetically hardwired to create only negative thoughts most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Dude, why are you going south? Like, just hold on for a bit. If you think you need to just figure
What's
out.
happening to Suresh?
Suresh, like,
I'm trying
He's
to
deep
observe his
diving.
face. He's looking like he's in a very emotional state of mind right now. And I can feel it.
I thought you were going to say he's looking like he's in a strip club, but anyway.
yeah.
that sounds better.
Akshay,
There you go. There he's feeling much
can I ask-
better already.
But Akshay, is the problem coming from your family, or do you think it's going to come from her
No,
family?
it's a very hardcore community. So
Fair enough. Okay, I get where you're coming from in the end of it. But Akshay, you know what? And I say this to anyone, fair enough, but each of these days that you feel so great and you'll both feel great, it's priceless. Yeah. It's everyone would die to want to do that, right? And we've all been on, like Cyrus was explaining, we've all been on that path where we've overcalculated, we've overemphasized, and then we're like, oh no, and then we regretted it. And it's not, it never goes.
And imagine at the end of all that, the girl was like, I don't even know you. Can you stop planning your life with me?
fair enough.
Yeah.
And sometimes some horrible things that you thought are going to happen don't end up happening. All right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Other shit happens,
Good
but
point.
so stop. Yeah.
Other horrible shit happens.
Other horrible shit happens. The fucking toaster's not
marriage.
working.
Akshay, best of luck. And maybe, look at some trees and I'll get different colors into your eyes. You feel a little better.
Yeah.
We're going to move on.
I just have one last thing to Akshay. Don't
Sure.
be afraid to get hurt. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
I
don't
won't.
be afraid. It'll be okay. Suresh, I don't know what's going on, Suresh.
No, I was just telling him to work out, start working out. You'll feel much better about yourself. Come on, boy, do it. Come on, you can do it.
I think make a decision in life to figure out what's worth fighting for, bro. Because some things are worth it, man. That you only know. None of us know.
Yeah.
But
I think we should let him go so he can have some time to do that.
Yeah. All right.
Akshay, best of luck, buddy.
Before I go, I was watching Suresh today, and I got this amazing fan theory. He did a movie a few days back, Roadside Romeo. He had a voiceover in it. Now, here's the part. I think he did the safe part also. Like, he got paid when Safe did his thing. So he didn't do it. Safe didn't do it. He did it. It's just a fan theory, but
So you're saying he did Saif Ali Khan's voice?
No, I didn't. I told them I can do it, but Saif was very insistent that he wanted to do it. So Saif became because of Saif ka character, the hero kutta tha. So
welcome everyone to Film Companion. Today we'll be discussing the latest films.
So when I put my effort in the voice, hey, wow. So okay, Saif bola Akshay, तेरे लिए एक message देता हूँ ना. Hey, wow, Akshay, डरना मत, hang in there, bro. एक life मस्त है यार, tension मत ले. आगे का सोचना मत, अभी का सोच और जो करना अभी उठा के phone कर, message भेज, चलो. Karina, मैं अभी आता हूँ.
What is happening?
Even Karina gets confused when Suresh calls up.
Bye, Akshay. Have a good one.
Best of luck.
Acha. So,
We've ruined
guys,
his life.
I hope nobody's watching us right now, but you can see me, na? Y'all can see me.
Yeah.
So if you guys see me doing stuff like this and all, and if you see me doing this,
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Jaldi karo.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Getting back to the live stream.
Also, if you see this, right, it means there are gas issues.
Also, when you see me doing this now, be sure that person is emotionally charged. I could make out very close.
Hold on, huh? You know, he's saying all of this, but one caller will come and say, Hojay, I love your videos. मतलब आधा घंटा का footage देखते हो उसको सीधा
bro.
चल ऐसे.
But we've decided that those people get 10 minutes extra grace time. Anahita, you're on the call. You need to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Unmute
Hi.
yourself.
Hello, how are you? What's happening?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
Okay, I'm all right.
We all fine too, Anahita. You know, asking about us, but we're fine. We're all
जितना
okay.
अच्छा हो सकता है उतना हो रहा है.
Can you hear me okay?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, एकदम
Yes.
सरस सुनाई दे रहा है.
Tell us, क्या हो गया डालो.
Okay. So I am 29 and my parents have been looking for an arranged match since I was 27.
Okay.
Okay, I'm very nervous. Hold on.
Take your time. Take a deep
Don't
breath.
worry, don't worry.
Acha, already spoke to us anyway.
Okay. So the entire process for me has been really exhausting because even when I'm talking to people, I can't, the boys that I speak to. Sorry. You can't hear me?
No, we can.
Cyrus is having his own technical difficulties. It's one of those. I think it's a full moon tonight.
That's so funny.
Anyway, this takes the heat off me slightly. Cyrus, everything good with your microphone and all? I mean,
It just fell out. I didn't hear a word.
Anahita, go for it. Yeah,
Okay, she's just starting off. Yeah.
So the boys that I've met over a couple of years, they haven't been, I haven't been able to have any sort of connection with them. Like they're either too self-obsessed or they found a hobby that they've fashioned their entire personality around. I've never found somebody that I could get along with. And now it's getting, like my parents are getting desperate. And I am truly, truly exhausted of the entire process of having to make the same kind of small talk and answer questions like, what are your hobbies and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm really worried that because I'm so bored, I'm just going to settle for anybody who comes by.
I don't think you're going to settle because you seem to know exactly what you don't want. Also, let's say the other guys who you're meeting, of course, the ones who are not like, up to par, they must be going through the same thing also, right? They've probably gone through several matches that didn't work and, all this really awkward small talk and stuff, right?
That's true, but
it doesn't matter.
I'm going to say something that's really offensive now. Indian men have a lot of innate confidence. So they talk a lot of crap and with a lot of confidence. So I don't think it makes any difference to their ego.
I mean, we converted it into a podcast, like 3 different live streams.
And Anahita, I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
Can you tell me about your hobbies? A little bit about your.
Oh, Cyril,
hey,
nice. Well played, sir.
That experienced guy coming up. Wonderful. Or a 4 run.
I mean, imagine 2 people who are trying to get into a relationship and Suresh is doing cricket commentary next to them. और ये राकेश ने ऐसा बोला, अरे अनाहिता भाग रही है. Oh, amazing. Yo, so now how many more matches left to meet? And what about the last guy that you met? You didn't like him?
I'm still talking to him, in the first initial stages of conversation.
And hopefully he's not watching this and saying, "Hey, this voice sounds really familiar."
Can I
I've changed my name.
Okay, good.
Great.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Something? When you say that boys are self-obsessed or something, that maybe we should also think in a way that, the guys are trying to put their best front in front of you to impress you more than.
They're overcompensating. They're trying to
compensating for that. But at the same time, because you are normally women are much more intelligent than men. So you are thinking, hey, why is this guy, going all out like this? And you're unable to understand what exactly is happening. Therefore, you feel that he's being a boorish guy and talking a lot about himself and having that extra confidence. That swag is all about trying to impress you, nothing else. Believe me, I was also
and
swagger. After marriage, I'm like this.
Yeah.
His wife is like, why are you talking now?
Yeah. He only shakes and trembles. Yeah, also men are also quite underconfident. Underneath all this stuff, there's also a level of underconfidence and also worrying about things like men are rejected all the time. Like there's a lot of that also happening to them. You know what I mean? So this bravado stuff is also happening.
Yeah.
as a way to conceal other worries. And what I'm interested in is, in the last like 4 or 5 minutes, you sound like someone who just loves a laugh. You sound like someone who's really easy to actually chat with or hang out with. So maybe you're just not meeting the quality of people that you don't sound like hung up. Some people sound like they've got a lot of no's for everything.
Okay.
You don't come forth as that. So maybe you need to take your time and find people who you get along with, but also understand that if you're nervous or you're irritated, I'm sure guys are also petrified, and they've also got their like opening monologue ready for you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that also backfires. And sometimes overconfidence is the way forward because they think that's what works.
Also, another thing, Anahita, is that your gut will not lie to you. So you got to listen to your gut. And if by the slim chance that your gut does lie to you and gives you like the wrong information, at least it's on your own terms.
Okay.
Hojay, how do you know it's the gut, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
why?
And this, someone else a long time ago to follow your gut. I'm like, bro, I am quite out of touch with my gut. Like, I don't know if it's my gut or it's just my brain messing with me, or
My gut has grown significantly during this pandemic. So
my gut responds. My gut has got this automatic way. Whenever I hear nonsense in a squabble between me and my better half, that time it tends to release the tension, with a sound which goes like a motorcycle going around the road, empty road. So, and she says that I do it deliberately, but I don't. It's my gut saying that,
Wow.
don't talk bullshit, and I fart.
yeah.
wow.
So
This
that's
has
the
been
next
a
level
very
of
helpful
communication.
piece of advice.
In unrelated information.
Your line now, Anahita, is thank you. That was amazing. It solved all my problems.
Thank you, Suresh. You solved all my problems.
Yeah. Anahita,
I never thought of this.
I do have one piece of advice
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
Honestly, Anahita, Rohini, I'm just checking. I'm just throwing names. Anyway, Anahita, just,
Nice.
I just want to say that, remember, I know that there's a lot of pressure to find the right guy and to, click, and, and men do ask the stupidest questions, especially like Cyrus said, they always try to put their best foot forward, and their best foot probably is the worst thing. But remember something, you never truly know anyone. It is a journey, right? And I think that you have to keep in mind that you're not going to find all of that in that first few days or few conversations.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to be ready to play it as you go by, right? Because people have been in relationships for so long. I mean, you ask Suresh, his wife still doesn't know some of the voices that comes out of him. Right? She's like, who's this guy? What's he doing? So it's
He
a
walks
journey.
home and it's another guy who doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
Also, maybe you should maybe this whole idea also of meeting people and asking them their hobbies is terrible, because what are we going to do with other people's hobbies anyway? And maybe you should throw shit at him, randomly while talking, throw a ball on his head. At least you'll check reflexes.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to, if there's no reaction, even if he's a nice guy, you're like, in event of fire, this guy's going to be sitting. He won't even run.
If he doesn't, ask him. If he watches this podcast, if he doesn't, then he's not the guy. He's not it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't watch the podcast. I was so disappointed in him.
So
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy?
I'm disappointed. I don't even know him, and I'm disappointed.
Hey, Hojay's given the signal.
no, that's not, there was just
But
there
I
was
have
a
another
flyer.
question. Is
Go
Cyril
for
single?
Yes,
Yeah, he's
I
very-
mean,
And see, I also tried.
my hobbies are
ma'am,
podcasts.
you should have started with that. We know now your true agenda here.
Yeah. Bitch out that
stop
poor
it.
guy who came to meet you and might I say, Cyril is a man of many hobbies.
I mean,
He was knitting a sweater for his sock before we started.
my sock
Live
was,
stream
my-
enthusiast.
my left foot was cold, so I needed to.
But listen, Anahita, about the settling part, just remember this: if you're ever worried about you settling down, is that your parents most likely will not have to spend the rest of their lives with him. You are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no matter what they say now, no matter how much of guilt you get and all, just just keep this in the back of your head.
But Anahita, I also want to say statistics say that 98% of people who end up in a relationship are disappointed. So, I mean, this whole he's a mountain
Anahita,
climber. Today you
exactly.
like mountain climbing. Tomorrow you're like, fuck this guy. I don't want to climb this hill. I want to lie down. I want to chill. I want to eat dinner. Everything you like is going to turn on you one day. So I don't know what to say.
That's it. Just
Stop discussing my life, guys.
Oh my God, Mr. T.
Wait, there's a raccoon which has attacked Suresh in the middle of this chat. In the middle of a lockdown, there's this creature.
Best of luck, okay, and take your time.
And I had the best of luck.
Thank you.
Time hai.
And I wish them luck. They are lucky.
Yeah. Terrible, yeah, guys. You are making me very
We've
emotional.
ruined our life. That's great.
Suresh to ekdam ghus gaya.
But I love that look on Suresh. Huh?
Dude, that's a good look. Keep
Fucking
it.
amazing, bro.
It's very Lady
Good,
Gaga.
good.
I like it.
Yeah.
It is
The
fucking
IPL look they
on,
call it,
bro.
nah?
It is. Oh my
Whoa,
god.
my God.
Achtung,
Oh.
Achtung. I get excited and aroused and speak in German.
But
Ich bin keine Hager.
it looks like a high-end haircut though.
It does.
Yeah,
It
seriously,
does.
man.
Ich bin Hansen.
There's this character on.
Hold on a
Yeah,
sec.
so
While
like,
Chetan is just connecting to the
Yeah,
audio, he
yeah.
should be here at any moment. Let me just quickly check.
Hi,
Vishal. Hello, gents.
Hi,
Really
Yeah,
appreciate
Chetan.
what you guys do to entertain us. The least I can do is buy you guys a round of beer. Cheers.
It's
I will
very
have
nice
that
guy,
beer,
very
drink
nice.
it for everybody. And
The normal
It's
thing,
a big
$1,000
cup.
he gave us.
Vaisak
Vishal.
Iyer says, for hangover tablets after you have a beer and kurkure. Very interesting. 50 rupees worth of tablets he wants to want somebody to have. Siddharth Yadav says, for the Baba Lychee. Right, very, very, very kind of you. Who's in here? Hey, kya? Chetan.
Chetan's there. He's there.
Kazak hai, bhai. What's going on?
Chetan, sorry. Let me
Good,
put
all
on my
good. How
doctor's
are you
cap.
guys doing?
Very well,
Batao.
Chetan. क्या
So-
problem हो गई really?
हाँ बताओ क्या problem हो गई really?
So I'm 34. I'm in a steady relationship with
This
my
is waist or all full body?
One second. I saw something which I have to read out in the chat, by the way.
Okay, go for it. sir.
Elvis says, Suresh, please solve my problem. How do you handle a situation when you have to pick a side between your mom and wife on domestic issues?
Oh my god.
There are 76 books written on it. We'll come to that later. Chetan,
We'll come to
sorry.
that, yeah.
Suresh
Chetan
doesn't
gaya.
have our problems. That's your
Dude,
problem.
let him kill each other.
Chetan
Chetan
chale
chala
gaya.
gaya.
He heard your books. He's going to read the books now.
Suresh, what did you do? That Chetan just disappeared.
Bichara, he was too slow.
In
Can
the
I tell
middle
you-
of treating one
Bichara.
patient,
Chetan
you
called to
ignore-
say that no
He
one's
was-
listening to me. That's why he left.
Many
my
people,
God,
I
poor
feel
Chetan.
ignored. Was he trying to say that he's being ignored and all that stuff? Chetan, please come back.
Chetan got upset.
Chetan just left, bro. Hi, Kapil.
No, Kapil was on with us sometime back. I'm sorry, it's going to come across a little rude. I don't mean to be. We don't have time.
Elvis की
yeah.
वजह से चेतन चला गया बेचारा.
Hey, Jose.
Nice. Do 20 more and call me in the morning.
His shoulders are hurting.
Kunal.
Kadu.
Chetan, sorry, bro. Chetan, you remember Chetan from Germany? You guys remember Chetan? And people are making fun of his wall and stuff.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Harani chat.
Was
Bro.
the same
They,
guy?
they were like, the
Dude.
wall looks Indian. How can you do that?
But Chetan
Very
also,
funny.
yeah, his confidence was pretty good.
Yes.
No
Was it the same
self-doubt.
Chetan?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
self-doubt, bro. His issues were like, I'm too good looking and all. I don't know what to do with myself.
Sumit says, my wife has a big day tomorrow at work and she's a bit tense now. Can you guys please cheer her up? Sumit, if we do all this, what is your job? What are you doing as a husband? I accept your money, thank you. But what are you doing? You
Hey,
better start getting your
Hey,
shit together.
Shalini also left. Hey, I
Shalini
think
also
somebody is
left.
monitoring, making sure that the people who came before are not coming in. That's it.
Something's happening between that 1 second where people say, should I? And no.
I've
I
hired a
think-
small elf. This is here. The
Yeah.
moment they're like, I recognize that person. Correct.
I'm feeling very rejected. Like
Yeah.
everyone's just leaving.
I think we'll have
Yash.
to consult with each other now.
Go
On
for
I
it,
think-
Yash. You're
Hi
here.
guys,
Hey, I
can you
think it's
hear
a good idea. Hey, Yash.
Hi, Yash.
Hey, first of all, it's really nice to talk to you guys and get connected to all of you. I'm a huge fan and I haven't been following you guys. It's just the last 3-4 streams that I watched. Because of that, I just
Acha,
became
that big of a fan. Very good.
yeah.
Tell us,
Okay.
Yash, क्या problem हो गई really?
Yeah, so the thing is, what happens is whenever I meet a girl, there's this initial phase, you know, when we both are getting to know each other and we are just sharing things about each other. And luckily, every time I talk to a girl and I want to get into a relationship, it works out, okay? So the thing is, there are feelings from both the sides. And then suddenly I just want it to be official and I want to make it a serious relationship. But when this happens, when we are in a relationship, then I don't know what happens. I'm commitment phobic and somewhere deep down, I just feel that the girl will leave me. So as a defense mechanism, I just start ghosting the person. And I just hold myself back so that I don't fall that much.
We're going to let our expert take care of this. I don't even have to say who it is. He will automatically
Suresh,
start.
go for it.
Oh, I knew it. It will be Cyril.
Cyril.
Yeah,
I love how
Cyril.
people are preempting which doctor's going to sort of like
Fucking podcast has ruined my life.
Man, wow.
Yeah,
But-
Cyril, go for it.
Yash, okay, here's the deal. I totally get where this self-destructive, and it is what it is. It's a self-destructive feature which is built into people who are just scared of getting hurt. Honestly, it took me the longest time to realize that. And I think all of us have gone through that at some stage or not. It's just self-destructive where we're scared to get hurt. We're scared to get hurt and judged. We're scared to feel bad about it. And we're scared to lose things. And I'll tell you from experience, I've lost out on some amazing experience, especially in my younger days, because these were the same filters that, I thought were keeping me safe. They weren't really. They were just making, they were putting me into a corner and I was losing out on a lot. So I would say, don't wait till, you reach my age, which is 27.
I was just going to say he's in his 60s now. But
Yeah.
He was hitting on Jawaharlal Nehru's friends. He's like, hey, Jawahar, bro, who's that cutie?
Oh my God.
fucking dead, bro.
Yeah, but Yash, I say,
Hey.
sorry, one second, guys. Let me focus on Yash out here.
Best joke
yeah.
of live stream.
Yeah, Yash,
Superb, yeah.
I think that you need to dig deep down and say, no matter what's going to happen, you're going to be true to this relationship and not put these little barriers that you do to protect yourself. Trust me, part of this whole love and life, getting hurt is also a great experience. I'm not saying encouraging it, but don't be afraid of it. And trust me, you will, sometimes the right person's right in front of you and you just refuse to acknowledge it because you're being all defensive. Sorry, Jawal.
I'm still laughing at that joke.
But you know what's amazing is that you can articulate it so well, man. And I think that's what Cyril said is so true. I want to ask you, both of you, where do you think the root of this shit comes from? Like, do you think you picked this up somewhere or you saw it somewhere? Because it's very common also. It's very common. Like, you don't want to, you don't want to get hurt. So you subconsciously are doing this. You're like pushing the other people away, or you're finding ways that they won't like you. Or anytime someone likes you too much, it's a problem. You feel
I think
it's getting too
problem
fast.
with I think the problem with me is that I'm too introverted. So every time I open up to a person, I just, I'm just letting my guard down and I'm just telling things about myself, which I generally don't do that.
Yeah.
So
and it's fucking hard. It's hard because
yeah.
they can use that shit against you later. You also feel that.
Yeah.
Have you been hurt in the past?
Yeah, I have been hurt, but I felt that so it was my first serious relationship. It was in 12th grade and I felt madly in love. We both were in love and everything was beautiful. It wasn't like anything was bad. And when it started to fall apart, I just completely got shattered and it just took me a really long time. And sometimes I would just wake up in the morning sweating and all.
You can see the screen right now. Look at Suresh's face. You know how married people react when somebody says, the younger days was the best thing. Young love sounds so beautiful. But once you go further in life, now, this is like, how do I explain it? It's the fairyland time of your life. Later on, once you get if you get married or if you're in a very serious relationship, this kind of stuff takes a backseat. So like Cyril was saying, man, open yourself out, get hurt a couple of times. It'll pain less and less.
I think
as you go forward.
And because of all these problems, I have been thinking whether I really want to get married and all.
How old are you? Say again.
Yeah,
how old are you?
26 right now.
Dude, I think
so early. Time hai, 10 saal ke baad kar.
What a guy Yash is, bro. I find I find you so good with articulating yourself. And I think all these thoughts that you're having, everyone has had them, man, you know. And I think Cyril gave you such good advice that the only thing you need to, like, and even Hojay, what he said, you're going to keep, man, this shit doesn't stop. That's the problem, bro. You're going to keep getting hurt and shit's going to get tougher. And then when you think, now I'm untouchable, I've got this shit sorted, someone else will come and break those barriers and other crap will happen. Maybe that's just life, Yash. But I think what Cyril said earlier and what Suresh also was saying, and Lord Hojay the Fifth, he said, how you can't keep, like, you have to choose. You can't be like a little guy with a helmet on your head all your life and not go through this shit, because this shit is life. Think of the amazing people you may have missed out on, and they don't keep reappearing, you know. Maybe you should just jump. And I'm not saying jump stupidly, be smart, because your emotions are emotions, but you can't live like this in this capped hell preempting life. It's not
fake
worth
Dr.
it.
Menon. Yes, over to you, fake Dr. Menon.
I want to say is that, you know, basically, if you look around you and you look at Mr. Salman Khan, he also was commitment phobic, you know. Today he's Salman Khan. There you go. So,
but he was Salman Khan before also.
The man of advice is that body banao.
Okay, we're coming to body. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see.
Oh no, not at all.
Signals.
No, not at all.
Just
not
checking.
At all.
Yash, you're gonna be good. Don't worry. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of all the pain and heartbreak.
Do you believe in yourself? Yash, I do.
It's gonna get better.
Thank you so much, guys, for that.
You'll be fine, Yash.
Open yourself out a little bit. It's okay. Go through one or two relationships. You never know. You might find the one in the next relationship, or you might never. But at least you got to go through that.
Also, the more more you get hurt, the harder you also get, and you also find out shit about yourself.
And don't open in front of everybody.
Little bit, like open a window then shut it. You're a cuckoo club, bro.
Cuckoo.
Okay, bye.
I like you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye, Yash. Take care. Bye.
So sweet, Yash is going to be calling us soon.
Bro, it's so nice to, when you, at least he knows who he is, bro. He explained himself so well. Half the people are like, I'm feeling something. I don't know.
We don't know what it is.
So I banged my Jeep into the wall.
He should be fine.
Thoda kujli hai.
Dude, but why is this so common? I find this very common in people, and I find a lot of my friends have gone through it, man. I don't know. I think the root is somewhere in the fact that you feel like you don't deserve it, or that you're just petrified of getting hurt.
We can.
I think he's just having a great time right now, and he's like, "Do I want to ruin this?"
Bastard! He fucking spun us. I lit a candle for him in the corner.
See, that thought is always there in the back of our minds. Even after you get married, you're like,
that will never leave you, bro. That cannot. That that has nothing to do with men and women. Like, women are fantasizing about that shit too. Like, dude, if this asshole would just leave for 1 month.
They're allowed to do that?
Correct. Of course they are.
My girlfriend kept on calling me different names every time. I don't know why.
Dude, remember that Chris Rock that Chris Rock moment where he's like, ever seen your wife just randomly looking at you and staring at you? She's not thinking about loving you. She's thinking, how the fuck did I end up with this asshole?
I remember. Preeta, how's it going?
Hi, Preeta.
Hi.
Hello. This is good. Thank you for accepting my request.
No worries. It didn't take much. I just had to press a button. It was very easy. Tell us,
Big
kya
fan,
problem?
all of yours.
Really?
Thank you.
Yeah. So the issue is, right now I don't have time to give a rat's ass about love, because I've wasted 5 or 6 years. No, 5 years.
Good.
And I left my job, a stable job, because of minor inconveniences, and I feel like a fool right now. And I think I'm still hung up on one of my dumbass exes because I have nothing else to do right now. Like, I have a part-time job.
You're still having one of your exes? Like, it goes back a step?
There was just 2, honestly.
Okay.
No, I'm saying as in, are you hung up on the first one or the one that was closer, the recent one?
The one, I think 3 years back, yeah. The recent one.
Oh my God, wow. So that means you never moved on at all to start off with?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so I mean, it's all part of the journey, figuring it out. Yeah.
I really liked him since school, and so yeah, it was a little difficult. And he was a friend, so it was very difficult. And
these friends, I tell you.
Yeah, they all want to be friends, and they don't speak. Like, I'm sorry, but friends don't talk like that. But I'm sorry. So any advice?
This will lead to a whole different discussion about guys saying they want to be your best friends.
Yeah.
But then,
That's the biggest
they're
con.
waiting for the door to open. Thoda slightly. Gap mil gaya to hi, I love you.
Right.
But,
And friends, and these friends are very interested in my love life because they just want to know about my life. They want to be my best friend.
Interesting.
So yeah, what do I do?
Do you want to continue being best friends with these people, or what's the deal right now? So now there's this one person in your mind who you still think of, and you're not over them.
Yeah, and I don't want to continue this way. It's
Are you still in touch with that person?
I don't want to be. Like I have obviously not said anything directly, like okay, stop messaging me or anything. I don't text him. I haven't texted him in 3 years. He keeps texting me every month, twice or thrice every month. And I should have said something, I guess, directly, but somewhere deep down, I want him to text me.
It's never, So, but it's never too late to have that conversation. See, you've already come to the realization that you don't want this, but at the same time, your heart is asking for it a little bit.
Yeah, because now, I have invested so much into this. I don't think I've thought about someone so much.
See, but if you're going to play the market, you have to know when to pull your investments out. That's the real trick.
No, sir. She's talking about love problems.
Oh, sorry, I got a little carried away. But
it's the same thing.
We just got over not
Bitcoin
stories.
This relationship with Bitcoin.
No. Yeah, I think let me jump in here, Hojay, because I've been through something very similar. And you feel that once you let go, a person has left you and gone, and that person is trying to come back. That's the world's greatest thing that can happen to you. Then you want to hold on to those little nuggets over there, and for your own
but it's different if they're trying to come back. They're like they give you hints, but they're not like being a ginormous a-hole. So, yeah,
absolutely. So then you're wasting your time. Furthermore, you're wasting your precious mind into being thinking about all these things, which is not necessary, right? For that guy, just a random message. You have to play. You have to start playing if you want to play. But I would advise you, stop doing this. Just don't waste your time after this. Some guys doing this, it's not worth it. You should be more concerned about yourself, how you're feeling right now. You should be more concerned about you doing the right things. You should be more concerned of you getting into something really beautiful, which you wanted. And you can only make that happen when you clean out the cupboard first.
And fake Dr. Suresh, I'm sure you can tell us about this. Tell us, okay, any guys here in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong or not. If a guy likes you and he wants to be with you, you don't even have to give him your phone number, address, nothing. He'll figure everything out by himself.
I disagree with this point, sir. I just want to say that I disagree with this point, sir.
Yeah.
I want to, and Preeta, I just want to tell you that, now you don't sound like this friendship's toxic. Yeah. This first ex of yours doesn't sound like it's toxic. It sounds nice. Right. And it doesn't sound like it's.
So he is, trust me, when I say he's an a-hole, and I understand that I'm coming from an ex-girlfriend perspective, but he'll say stuff that friends don't say to each other. It's only you.
Okay. Then let me clarify. If you're finding it toxic, then I have to say that then you can't be then you shouldn't be entitling this at all.
Yeah. If I just want to jump in for a second, what I think is this: it's not the guy, it's just the timing. His timing is spot on. He met you at an age where you had all this love and all this emotion going on, and he was the lucky guy that you handed it over to, right? And now it's not about him. It's about the investment of all that time and effort.
Yeah, it's just that. It's honestly that. Because
when it's not him. Then hold on. Then it's just your investment. It's not the guy. So remove him. That investment.
I don't know. It's a little complicated. Let's just give me one line of context. So I liked him when I was in high school, and then I just suppressed my feelings because he was my brother's friend and it was complicated. And then I had another relationship and I was really heartbroken there. But that was my first relationship, and I get it. Like, that wasn't really serious. Like, I thought it was love back then, but it wasn't. So, and when my heart got broken, I explained stuff to him. Like, he wanted to know, and he wanted to be my best friend, and he wanted to fix things for me. And he suggested that this is the only way to fix things. Let's start dating, and let's start something casual. And
that is such a guy thing to do.
Fucking such a harami guy thing to do.
Such a guy thing to do. Anyway.
Okay.
I know.
I wonder how guys like these get away with such things,
Because people like us let them.
Yeah, Preeta.
Yeah.
The thing
No,
is,
no,
it's also
fair.
you, huh? It's
Exactly.
also
no,
you.
Preeta,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
I'm just
also.
gonna take.
You're
I'm just gonna.
you're
Yeah,
feeding this
no.
also.
Do
I
haath
just
se
want to
bach
say
ke tha.
that it takes two people.
It
Okay,
does,
and you have to understand, Preeta. I mean, we're not. I mean, I don't know his perspective, but I'll tell you that there have been so many situations where there's sometimes that the guy. I mean, the fact that he's been honest about it, right? If he said, let's just keep it casual, then you have to appreciate
No,
the fact.
he wasn't. Wait. He suggested that it was supposed to be casual, but initially it just was casual. But I'm
Dekha,
really
Cyril?
not cool with casual relationships, and I wasn't feeling it. So he was like very insulted. Oh, this is very insulting for a guy. Why are you treating me like a casual person? Like, why can't I be the one? And just I don't know what he wanted, honestly.
Sounds like a couple of games
Then,
are going
yeah,
on.
Yeah,
here
then I
and
feel
there.
like both
Yeah.
sides were playing games, and I feel like you're right. And coming back to then doing a full circular, I feel like this is going to be a toxic thing if there's no clarity on it.
Yeah.
If he's being honest about, and again going back to the fact that there is no harm going back to an ex. There's no issue about that, but there has to be clarity in that relationship, right? It can't be, I think I want something, I don't want something. But if he's not being honest and you can't make head or tail of it, then it's just going to be a very not a great situation.
Preeta, you and us, we all need to move on.
We really need to move on, and I need to get a freaking job.
And listen, Cyril has a
That's
great
very
technique.
important.
Cyril has a great technique. He says you have to go cold turkey and just like cut off all communication and give it time.
Tried. He'll call up like
about?
several times and like, oh, I want to be your top 5 friend. Like, among
No,
your top
who the
5
fuck
friends.
talks? Who top 5? No. You also got to stop this. Yeah, you
Nobody
also have been
needs top
feeding this.
five.
And
Preeta.
because I want that attention. I know it's
But-
wrong, and I'm
No,
27. I should grow up, but
No, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Everybody's like that. But the thing is, right now, wanting that attention is causing you more trauma than anything else.
Yeah.
That
Is
cutoff
it
mark has
causing you
come.
trauma? Is it causing you?
it has whatever
Then
you're
there's
telling
your
me, my
answer.
friends.
There's your
have
answer,
been
man.
Telling me.
There's
There
your
you
answer.
go.
Then if it's not nice and it's causing trauma, then you have to do the hard thing and cut off. He may not even realize it, right? Sometimes men are dense, or sometimes it is unnecessary loving. But if it's not working out, then so be it, man. That's
Girl, you deserve better.
message my
You
ex-girlfriend right
needs to love yourself.
Girl,
Thanks so much.
you be you.
Thank you, Preeti.
Preeta.
Oh, I was checking. She changed her name.
Take care.
Oh.
Best of luck, okay?
Why do I get a feeling Cyril ka ex-girlfriend take complaint?
Yeah.
But stay away.
Yeah.
Thanks.
One second,
I'll
guys.
definitely.
I'm just gonna message my ex-girlfriend and be back.
Now she puts the phone down and she's like on a call with the guy. Saying, you know what happened just now? I was on a call with these idiots.
Even they told me what to do is not. Even
but
they.
I
How did they
swear,
know?
you get that guy on the call, he's gonna have also
A different perspective.
Yeah, Preeta also has been like,
Can I tell you-
बात नहीं करेंगे.
If you, in the course of the conversation, I asked her a bunch of questions and she kept on bringing out a new detail that was left out, and that's the whole thing about it. And it's a classic case. Yeah, sometimes, again, not to defend anyone.
Still sounding very much like
it's
taking
just-
a
yeah.
side. Sounding very close to
Cyril, we're still
home.
talking about her, huh? So we don't
Yeah,
want to,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is not a message for someone else. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Men need a voice too.
Yeah, boys need defense.
He's leading me on.
Boys need defense also.
No, I'm keeping it honest. I mean, at least she
Yeah.
I don't think it's all one-sided. I think they both are going through times whenever someone's missing the other, they're emotionally using each other.
But a
Correct.
base issue is the same, which is that it's not working.
But she said a very good thing in between. She said, maybe I need to find a job. So that her mind is not
Oh,
stuck
she did?
over here.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Spot
she
on.
said that.
Yeah, she said that. She said.
Hi,
All right, Sarthak is
Okay, shit.
talking to us through the name of his.
No, I'm not Sarthak. I don't know any Sarthak.
Oh, hello, Mr. Okay, shit. How's it going?
Yeah, because it can complicate things.
Yeah,
We
fair
got
enough.
lovers anonymous today. Yeah, everybody
Fair
can
enough,
comment.
Kevin.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
just use some random friends.
After
who
the
come
first
along.
3 streams, people realize that this is a bad idea to show our faces on this shit.
Okay,
So
shit.
they're all like, okay, go
That's
for it,
the
brother.
whole purpose of hiding my and not starting my video
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be anonymous.
Right.
Tell us, क्या problem
so-
हो गए really?
So, since college started, I was with this girl, like in everything, every position of power, every internship and all, like we did together. And, eventually we started dating. and she hid it from everyone in our friend circle. So that had complicated many things. Only my best friends knew and her best friends knew. Our college friends didn't know at all. So
Okay.
one point is, and we 2 weeks ago we broke up. Okay, we were having a lot of issues, and my friends had already told me that it's very toxic and it's shit. And obviously, when you're in a relationship, you shouldn't listen to others and see what you see. But now I am not able to separate at her from all, and I have tried to block her and everything. But yeah, she just reaches out at my parents' phone, or she just finds some way or the other to reach out.
Oh damn, she has your parents' phone number also.
Oh yeah, like
Wow.
my parents know, her parents don't, and
Okay.
I was good friends with her parents as well. So yeah.
Okay. Quick question. Have you decided what you want to do with this relationship? You don't want any more of this.
Okay, so that's the that's a bit confusing. Like at times when I look at the past, she had said things which are unbearable and maybe questioning my own self, which make me feel bad. It feels like energy draining. But when I think of her, it again starts feeling like all flowery and everything.
The
So
thing is,
yeah.
it's still fresh also. Now, it's only been 2 weeks
Oh
since
no, no.
this
Yeah,
relationship
yeah.
has ended, right?
Yeah. Okay. Did I make it too serious for your stream?
No,
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 no, no,
no.
no. So okay,
No, no,
shit.
it's all
Let
that's
me
fine.
tell you. I think
I'll
this,
speak
of
to you
course,
later.
it's a it sounds like a a classic case of when two people get defensive, and I'm going to the point of she said things that are very hurtful and me and very it affects you, and I think that comes from a place when when people fight and people get defensive and then
And
you end
people
up
say things when they're angry.
yeah they say
I
they're
feel like
angry.
those don't count.
Yeah, you have to let
She's
go no
Terrible
matter
shit is
what.
said, bro. Terrible shit is
Yeah.
said.
yeah. Is she a scorpion?
like a creature.
No, the zodiac sign, sun
I
sign.
freaked out for a second. I'm like, 1 minute.
I was like,
So
this is
has she
an
attacked you with her
interdimensional.
tail? Yeah.
Mr. Okay, should please answer my question, sir.
Can you repeat it?
Is
Oh,
your
we also don't
girlfriend
remember.
was her girlfriend zodiac sign Scorpio? She's,
No, Leo. I think that's worse.
and
Maybe
yours is
Capricorn.
We'll be starting a new stream where we will be helping you with
Yeah.
your love problems
Can you
based
tell
on
me
your
your
love
neighbor's
sign.
sign as well? No. Okay, shit. Sorry, go ahead.
I was doing nothing. I was just so gently
so-
opening my mouth.
So I feel right now it's 2 weeks is too less a time to for her to also move on, for you also to move on. That's where the feelings are there. And
Exactly.
if women invest much more time, energy, and their efforts in a relationship, and when something like this happens, it's more difficult for them, to let go. Of course, also for the men, but most of the times I've seen that women keep that residue with them, and it's very difficult for them to let go till they find somebody else. Or but then
Oh,
it seems to
fun
be a
fact. Fun
relation
fact.
where you all need to sit together and talk this out, because
Yeah.
otherwise your parents are going to be disturbed,
Yeah.
her parents are going to be disturbed, you both are going to be disturbed. So you need to face up
So,
to your.
He has
really
to. He
sorry
wants to
to
add
say,
something. Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
so
yeah.
basically, the fun fact is like we keep having these short breakups, but this time she joined the dating app the very next day. So yeah,
Oh, you all are an
That
on
is
and
to
off couple.
No,
Acha.
that is to spite you. That the very fact that she's still
Totally.
meeting you, it's
To spite.
No,
Yeah.
he's right. He's right. She's checking that she wants you, and she'll make sure that you know that she's on that side, because I
Yeah.
think that it's some way of, look, that's the way the nature of some people are, and they can also say nasty shit. You don't have to get affected by that too dramatically, huh, bro? Otherwise, it'll really take a toll on you
yeah,
and
yeah.
wear
Don't
you
take
out.
it so personally. Also.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. I know you
It
don't
really
want to
does,
look
huh,
like
by the
this.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
You want to
personal,
start
but don't
looking
take
like
it
this,
so
right?
bad.
Plus, my friends coming in and telling that this is not what it's supposed to be. So I thought
Bro,
it's better
real
to
quick. I want to interject here. This is
Please,
the third
please.
time I've
Yes.
heard you speak of your friends in this relationship. There are too many people in your relationship already. It should just be you and her.
Correct.
Your friends
That's-
mean well. Your friends definitely mean well, but don't depend on them too much for where this is going. You listen to what your heart
Yeah.
says. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Exactly.
Also, bro, remember, even if your friends care a lot about you and stuff like that,
They don't know.
people are going through their dramas.
Yeah.
And then somehow, when they're giving you advice, be very careful of them not giving you advice about their drama or rebelling about themselves.
Correct.
I had a friend of mine who used to be like, just tell her, I'm not taking this shit anymore. And then he'd go home and take shit every day.
Yeah,
And then come back and say, oh, just tell her, that's it. I'm out.
Yeah.
So just be careful of, everybody's just giving you the advice that they're going through. Ab mera nal nahi chal raha, mere ghar mein ladai ho gayi hai, to main aake bolunga, it's balls, get out of here.
Correct. You know, it's exactly like Cyrus said. They reflect upon how their experiences are, right? Now, the way you know her, the way she knows you is very different than how her friends know you or your friends know her. So just remember that sometimes
Absolutely.
it's very, they reflect and say, oh, don't talk or don't loop or don't do these things. You have to make that decision and you have to be true to it, And
but be careful, man. Be careful because you know it's your life.
Yeah.
But what I think is one last thing is that no relationship is supposed to be anything. There is nothing called supposed to. ये कोई मतलब हिंदी फिल्म थोड़ी ना है.
Make your own path.
Yeah. Every relationship is psychotic and dysfunctional and functional in the same line.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes in the same minute.
Look at Suresh. He's been crying for the last 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
All right, Prashant, best of
Buddies.
luck, buddy.
Okay, bro.
Just one small thing, like Suresh sir, I am really grateful to your show. Really helped me. Well, so yeah, thanks. Sir.
I thought, why is he saying small thing and all on public platform?
That's
How does he know, Suresh?
we're amazed
I
that
was
you got
scared.
help from us. It's not what we were going for, but great job, buddy. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank
with
you,
us.
bro.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Best of
thank
luck,
you.
man.
Take care.
Hang
man.
in there.
But I don't think anyone has ever said I'm grateful for your small thing ever before.
I
Right?
mean,
He didn't say that.
guys, since we're being real,
He said it's one small thing, and I'm grateful separately.
Okay.
I have a lag because
I'm
of
very
the-
happy that he's. I think you should rewatch the show because it will give him a new perspective.
All right. Real quick, a big thank you to everybody who's here on live with us.
Thank
Almost not you guys, the people in the chat.
Okay.
Almost 2,000 people on over here. We've been on for an hour and 2 minutes. Of course, yes, the first 10 minutes was just me going abu babu babu. Fine.
I feel like today Cyrus wants to discuss a love problem with us, Ian. Like I feel like he wants. He's been drinking that chilled glass of water like there's a story in it somewhere there, or whatever that is.
And just
I just am amazed that it's if you really total it down, like everybody's got about 8 max. Like you can break down everybody's problems to like 8 problems.
Yeah.
Yet we are all going round and round with this shit,
You know what? From the next time,
people need to stop driving each other fucking nuts.
We'll start writing each person's problems in a quadrant.
Yeah.
And place them. By the end of the month, check what the most popular problem is. Savio says Cyrus is awesome with his insights. Best addition to this group. Wow, yeah. Wow, kitna pyar mil raha hai.
If I blink a lot, does it look like I'm holding back my tears?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Clearly, Savio has issues, but let's keep going. Okay, wonderful, guys. Big round of applause for our amazing fake doctors. So full of heart, so hopeless, and
nobody's showing their face anymore.
Yeah, they stopped doing it now.
I haven't met a human being.
You can see Akanksha's face.
I think it's Jose's display picture.
Akansha, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Akansha, you are real.
She's like, oh, I thought this was for the vaccine. What is happening? Hi, Akansha, how's it going?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you very clearly. Go for it.
Okay, actually, my housemates are sleeping, so I'm like
screw
sitting in the
them. Who
bathroom.
cares about them?
Bathroom.
Tell us, क्या problem?
That's where this whole podcast started. The bathroom.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, you might think of it as very like immature, but actually, it's a problem because I've grown up reading novels and stuff. Okay, and then after a point, I started watching like anime. And then now my problem is that whoever likes me, I can't like the people I like are 2D, and the people who like me are not the people I want. Like,
did you say 2D as in 2D or
flat.
too deep?
Flat, 2D.
No, 2D because I like anime characters, right?
Got it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Which is your favorite anime? Just so we get a sense of what kind of anime watcher you are.
Currently I'm watching Haikyuu. So that's like a volleyball anime. Yeah. And so whenever I'm like if a guy approaches me or they say they like me, I'll be like, oh, do you know how to play volleyball? And
Have
then
you watched Parasite?
no, I haven't. I haven't.
Okay. It's not, I mean, I'm not as hardcore as you, but it's about this creature that comes from space and sort of bonds with a person.
Stop giving out
Yes,
spoilers.
I've
No, that's
seen
the main
the
plot line. Yeah. So
I've seen the
love is a
trailer.
lot like that, and then they end up fighting and stuff. But please continue. Yeah.
Yeah, so that has been happening with me, and at one point I feel bad that, oh, why am I not being able to date? But then I know the problem is me, but I just can't help it. It's like either like yeah, it's just
Watashi
yeah.
warewa.
Yep.
Okay. So you
goes Varata.
Suresh, you can drink some water and come back. No problem. Yeah,
So I just clearing my throat and speaking Japanese at the same time.
We're not exactly sure how to help you here. So you're looking for a fellow anime watcher. You want someone with the same interests.
No, I want someone who matches those anime characters.
Ah.
Yes.
I know. I
This
wanted
might
to meet
not be
somebody
possible.
like in our age, we used to have Archie comics, and I wanted to meet somebody like Betty. It's the same thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough. But Suresh, Archie and Betty were not fucking punching holes in the sky and then having fireworks come out of their chests.
No, but Mr. Hojay, the thing is the same. The thing is the same.
Fair enough.
But Suresh, did you have a cutout at home of these characters that you would?
I did. I used to love Goofy a lot, and I thought Goofy and me can go on a world tour and all that stuff. But
I'll just to give you a context of how like I'm crazy about, like even my bathroom has this.
Oh my god! Look at Cyril. Cyril is adapting to all the characters you like. I can't believe.
I think we found someone for you, Akansha. I think we've got a Mr. D'abs, as they call it.
Yeah. The only thing is you may end up calling him dad and all that stuff. I don't know why.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where's this going?
This is getting. I'm out of here.
But come on, I hope you're not being totally serious, because anime characters are a bit unrealistic. I mean,
yeah, I know, but I'm not like, I don't want Naruto or someone who's an alchemist, I want someone who's like a volleyball player or a basketball player, but who looks like those anime characters,
like Eren Yeager or someone like that.
Yes.
It's amazing.
You watched Attack on Titan.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You have not had one mention of this individual's personality, wants, desires.
Nothing.
They just have to be anime.
That's the age.
My boyfriend's like a basketball player, but he's an asshole, but he's a basketball player, so it's all good. I don't know, man.
He has subtitles coming up every time he speaks. Wow.
You know what? I think you're going to end up with somebody who also likes anime, and you'll forget about this obsession with anime characters. You like him for liking anime, I think.
But then I just want to bring this over a period of time. You may then fall out of your interest with anime. He's still interested in anime, and now you guys are married with 4 kids.
So what Cyrus is trying to say is that you'll end up with a banker.
Oh god.
What I'm trying to say is the biggest mistake you can ever do in your life is to go for someone because you have similar interests, because God forbid those fucking interests change.
It will change.
Real problem alert.
Suddenly I don't like Daft Punk. Now what do I do? It's over.
I suggest why don't you watch Radhe online today, and you'll feel much better.
Yes.
Please watch Radhe.
Yeah. The first person I've heard recommending it. Okay.
So, Cyrus,
I don't know.
It's a lot like anime, I guess. Anyway, best of luck.
Best of luck for finding
best of luck.
The best.
And, thank you, and thanks
awesome.
for letting me into this video.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for chatting with us.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
So nice to see people.
Yeah.
So nice to
Cyrus,
see people.
I want to ask you, what did you do with the Daft Punk collection eventually?
Bro, here's the thing, I think the biggest mistake is when you just date people who are like identical to you.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst.
Fucking bad idea, bro. It's
Hey, but because what a concept. It's a Cyrus, I think there's a web series in that, yeah?
I'll give you a twist to that. I knew a couple who not only were exactly like each other, but they had their birthdays on the same day.
Oh my
God.
God.
Their mothers had their birthday on the same day.
What the
It's amazing.
It's a lot of saving on savings on cake, but apart from
And-
that, how did
and
that shit
gifts.
work out? Did they work out?
Hey,
No,
I like how Cyril
she-
knows the mother's birthday.
She was more
also, like,
popular, so she
specific.
got all the gifts mostly.
Acha, Suresh, why are you calling from your other account?
No,
Captain
no, no.
Lenduk-
I just wanted an emergency. Somebody said that they will watch Radhe only because I said so. I'm not there in Radhe, and I do not know because I didn't watch. So please take it on and go on other places and watch it if you can. Radhe.
Captain Lenduk, while you're coming on, putting your microphone on, I better say a big thank you to everybody here, including our Harami chat. We have 2,000 plus people on, an hour and 11 minutes, which equals an hour because of our first 12 minutes of nonsense. Captain Lenduk, go for it.
Hojay.
No problem. Captain Lenduk showing us his love by giving us a blank call.
I think he just wanted to be there. That's it. So
Yeah,
next,
that's nice. We don't mind that also. I mean, we got to see Captain Lenduk. I got to say, hey, Suresh,
yeah,
why
I
you
think
calling
he's
from your
make
other
he make a
account?
strong. He could get Khan Masti.
Jeremy
So this
D'Souza says, my wife asked me to stop singing Wonderwall to her. I said, maybe. Nice,
Hey.
Jeremy. Very nice.
Radhe.
Jeremy.
Dude,
I've realized that I got to take this opportunity to say that I think the love podcast has now taken a different turn because it seems like now real problem with people are being anonymous. They don't want to.
Yeah, dude, this is
anonymous.
Yeah,
But that's good because they're sharing real issues. And Divya, go for it. You're on with us. दिव्या जी नहीं मैंने बात करेगी मेरे को थोड़ा वो शर्म आ रही है मैं नहीं बात कर सकती let's see who wins
Hello,
Divya
hello.
Divya
Yes,
you're
somebody.
here.
Yes, come in.
Are we talking to Gunjan or Divya?
Divya
Gunjan.
Naam batao. Yes,
This
we
is
can.
Gunjan.
Yes, Gunjan, we can hear you.
Yeah, hi. I also, I'm a big fan of all, like from my childhood. Thank you so much. I know Jose does not like when people take time for this, so just want
no
to.
I love it actually.
Yes. Okay, gratitude. For Jose, for you, the gratitude is tomorrow, and as you know how tomorrow comes, so you can wait for that.
tomorrow
Yes.
I'm even wearing the same shirt I was wearing that video. I mean I only have that many shirts but Gunchan go for it. Tell us क्या problem होगी really.
Yes, surely. So I'm married for past 3 years now, and
अरे गुंजन जोर से बोलो कोई नहीं सुन रहा है nobody watches.
अच्छा okay, मैं ये कह रही हूँ कि I was married 3 years back, and my marriage is good. You know, the guy that I married is really amazing. Am I audible? Because you're making that.
Yeah, we're straining. I'm just trying to hear you.
No,
I'm
no,
using my
Gunjan,
powers.
we have to talk louder. We probably would have heard you in a normal circumstance, but Jose's shower's running in the background, so we're not able to.
I actually heard that
There's
she
no
had a
noise in
Tata
it.
Harrier 2 years back,
What?
which got
No,
a scratch on the side.
she was married 3 years back. I'll repeat whatever you're saying. She's married 3 years back. Guy was really amazing.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So, yeah, married from past 3 years. It was an arranged marriage, little forced as well because I was 28 by that time, and forced in the sense not badly forced. It's just that normal pressure, not that much. I could have handled. So I just searched for a guy in our caste and I married him. He's aspiring entrepreneur and he's learning his way up, And I am a working woman or girl, whatever. But the thing is now that sometimes what I feel is. He is busy man. I mean, he's 32 years of age. He's trying his things, and I understand he's busy, like full on. He's busy, and he loves me. I love him. It's all good. But sometimes I feel that, like for job, what happens now? Monday to Friday, you work 9 to 6, and then you give time to family. But when the person is, trying on his own, the things are changing. I mean, I don't get time from him at all, actually. And when he is drunk, then only he tells me, that I feel this way and all. Otherwise, he's like, oh, I don't know where is he, what is he doing. He's always in his room doing things. And so as you guys also are dreamer, I'm like, you might understand him better than me right now. I keep telling him, that, our worst is my best and I will do my best with respect to financial and everything. I don't want him to actually worry on these aspects of a relationship because I can handle that. But sometimes as a woman, I feel, oh my God, I mean, I need a break, Like I get tired, like in household chores and anything else, he's not able to help. I mean, he can help me, but he does not understand that. Then I also feel the way I'm feeling, maybe he's also feeling, he's not understanding me. or it can be mutual. I am not understanding him. So as you guys are dreamers, you can help me much better in this
So
scenario.
let's
Like how
the
do
first thing
I
we
just
can clear up is that we are not good at anything. We can't really help. I'm just kidding.
no,
But
but you guys are
you're
actually
you're gonna get some varied answers here from the different doctors. See, like I completely agree with you that that he should make time for you because you guys are living together. It can't be this whole disconnected life, correct? But I'm sure that if we asked him, he'd say something like, I'm working hard Monday to Friday, and then I just want to chill out on the weekend. Does he say that to you? He just want to relax on the weekend.
no, no,
I
he
don't.
does not even check it out on weekends. That's my point is, then I tell him please relax or something, but he does not. And only he chills out only when he's drunk, and then he comes to me and tells me everything. So that's
So it sounds like he's putting up some walls, and then when the ho 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 happens, he's feeling a little more chill, and he's like, you know what, I really love you, tu mera bhai hai," and all. Does he say tu mera bhai hai? That's I don't think he say that, but
we are bhai, sisters, mother, father, everything. We are
yeah.
good. We are very good actually.
But you know what's happening over here? You guys are going through the motions of it all, going through it again and again and again, and feeling bad about it. Have you all sat down and tried talking to each other about this, like properly?
Actually, we are on fight from past 3 days, so we are not talking to each other. And it's a very small thing. It's just that I just requested him to do household chore because I am also working, so it gets difficult and we cannot live dirtily. But he's like, I don't know. I think the level of dirtiness now is different in a man's mind and a woman's mind. Like what I find that I don't know. I mean, there is some gap
Oh
which
yeah. We are still
I
living like primitives to
Yeah,
throw
dude.
shit
he
around.
I,
says
I
that it
haven't.
is
Yeah.
clean, and I go ahead and say it's not. So I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just one aspect. One just not happy about that. Yeah. Maybe this will go in 2 days. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You inherently got a really good. He's a good guy. He's just may have his own issues or ways of communicating stuff, and I think that in a marriage, any which way, there are these phases where you go through long phases where you're just going through the motions and just living life, and then you come back and you try to find each other. But I don't know. What do you guys think has helped you guys get out of your patterns, or what do you think is something?
Can I be really honest?
Yeah.
During this time, we're not trying to fix the pattern even. We're just like letting it be because it's so
Yeah.
much of effort in this. Like everyone's stuck together in this house. Otherwise you'd be going out and like they say, familiarity breeds contempt. So that space was keeping people people together. Like that joke, me and my wife are really happily married. We go out
You go out
often.
twice
She
twice
goes
a week.
out on Mondays, I
Yeah.
go out on Thursdays and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So a
Yeah.
little bit of space is really good.
Yeah, it's so
So
beautiful what you said, Jose. I must say, because you're so right about this, man. You can't judge each other right now, man. You just need to get through this shit, right?
this is a bad spot actually, especially with the pandemic and with lockdown and being stuck in there.
Man, it's crazy.
Gunjan, you're still here, na? Gunjan, if you just only want to talk also and don't even want some advice, that's also fine.
Yeah.
Because we don't have
No,
any.
no, I mean, yeah, actually, you're right, Jose.
Gunjan,
I
very
wanted to
nice.
talk actually because I can't tell to my family because they will feel then pressure, right? That my daughter is not happy, and also
Yeah.
I don't want them
Bilkul.
to have that image
Yeah.
because he is a good guy. I had a relationship before this 3 years back, and that guy. I mean, I learned there were some red flags, but that was my first love, so I was a little blind. I was like, oh, everything is 100% love. But then this guy, my husband actually taught me that how I should treat myself. So I have learned, like, I love him. I do.
Wow.
I mean, he's a good.
Maybe Gunjan, we also ना, because we all stuck in the house and we all sort of our vision बड़ा हमारा जो vision है ना वो या तो अपने आप पे या दूसरे इंसान पे है. Maybe इस
Yeah.
समय के लिए हमें एक दूसरे के लिए ना we should just treat each other with kid gloves and give each other that leeway and compassion. 25% forgiveness बढ़ा दो.
But like Cyrus said earlier, also there are always two sides to things.
Yeah.
But one thing for sure, you sound like you have a decent amount of respect for him, even though
Yeah.
you guys are having this
Yeah,
issue.
that's
So
magical.
yeah, there's still you still have something going on between you guys.
Yeah.
So you gotta work on that.
And I think we cannot.
That's what
Oh, sorry, Suresh. Sir. And you cannot say that this pandemic has different rules. This lockdown is not normal for people. Yeah, you can't have the same rules.
actually I would not. I mean, I know people are suffering and all, but it's okay. I'm at home. I'm with my husband. I like this time. He also. There's no problem with pandemic. Actually, this is not pandemic thing. It's just that sometimes I feel that he should be with me and we should spend time. Uh, I mean, this is the time people are spending more and then getting bored. I'm like not only spending time and then getting bored. That's what I'm trying to say. And
Fair enough.
at the same time, he worries financially. Something like when I talk about kid and all, I'm already 31. I tell you that we should, but then he's like, no, till I don't earn, please don't talk about all this. So I'm like, अरे यार बच्चा 10,000 per month की तो जाए कितना चला like I'm earning 1 lakh per month. I'm building my skills so that I learn more. As I said that our worst is my best, so I'll do that. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know where I'm failing. So what my question actually is like, as you guys are dreamer and you have seen your hardship. So how will you suggest? How can I be a best man to this, best woman to as a wife to my husband?
This, what I'm going to tell you, might sound a little childish, but I don't know. You know, the thing is, people, not just men, we're like this, where when we can't have something, then we want it more. So I'm not saying you start playing games and stuff with him. Maybe you should tell him that, look, you know what? It seems like you're dealing with your own stuff. I'll let you deal with that. Just say, you know what? For now, I'm going to only focus on myself, and then stop giving him bhau for some time.
That's what these 3 days are going in. Actually, I'm
Oh my
preparing
God!
food
And it's
for
gone through 3 days. This is failed advice.
him. And I cook food for him. I cook yummy food for him, and then I just keep checking on whether he's eating on time. That's all I do. And then
Arey, so sweet. That's the
I'm
javeless
spending,
ka,
I'm
javeless
doing,
ka.
I'm spending about 3 days of holiday, nothing, no
How
husband,
sweet is
no
this?
man, no human.
But you know what? Can I tell you something that this whole
Can I share my problem?
extended fights? Yeah, we'll get over to Suresh, but I feel like extended fights, don't let them extend. Never sleep angry. Try to sort it out before it festers. And 3 days is a long time. Yeah, this is like you're at a standoff now, both out with guns like that.
He came actually once to sort it, but then I was not agreeing because he didn't agree the fight. I mean, he could have agreed, right? That he could just do things. I mean, or just be visible for at least an hour. I mean,
वो घमंड में कर रहा है अभी. Try to talk to him and try to like get him to come
no.
down. Tell him to come down a notch.
यार both of you should पहले तो ईगो को कमरे से निकालो, क्योंकि ये आप हैं, फिर आपके हस्बैंड है, और फिर ये ईगो बैठा हुआ, और ये हर कपल की यही कहानी है. So let it get out of the way first, and then maybe communicate with love.
No, I
Suresh ji.
think
Captain Suresh.
Gunjan, just answer. I think your husband is trying something on his own. You mentioned before he's an entrepreneur. And let me tell you that, the tensions and travails of, starting up on your own and getting into that business mode is something so stressful that, he may not want to be sharing that kind of stress with you. And that's why he's trying to water it down. It doesn't mean that he doesn't like you or there's a problem. Like, yes, lockdown time is the financial situations have gone crazy. And especially when you're an entrepreneur and starting off on your own, that it's a different ball game altogether. Believe me, I'm going through that even as we speak. And thankfully, before this lockdown, I removed all my hair, so I'm good. But so I'm good like this. But then
just
I do
check if he's
understand
dealing in Bitcoin or anything.
No, he's trying to do something, Jose. So I guess that whole gap between balancing out the finances at home and the business is what we're getting is bored, and he's trying to focus. It doesn't mean that he's got any. He doesn't seem to be like a guy who's gallivanting outside it, because nobody can. Everyone is in lockdown, thankfully.
Yeah.
So just give it some time. I'm sure things will work out.
Yeah.
And Gunjan, you already, like someone wrote over here, win him with love. I don't think you even need to do that. You're already doing it. Y'all are having a fight, but you're making sure his food is taken care of. Full on javeless car scene happening. So that love is there. Like I'm telling you, just use this time for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for now.
Get
Next week you
addicted to
call
a
us
show.
back.
You're in a good place, Kunjan. Don't worry.
Yeah, seriously good place.
It's a good place.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all.
And
Thank
someone
you
in the
for
chat
making my
here
childhood
missed.
so lovely.
Someone in the chat over here missed said, try to sort it out before things spiral. I think that's very important. Don't let it. Abhi ek hafta mat jane do.
हाँ यार, खत्म करो.
ये call के बाद ही go to him and say, look,
Just-
man, it's been 3 days. What a waste of time. What are we wasting time
It's
for?
sweet. It is in my freezer. I'll just serve now and I'll speak to him.
हाँ,
No
अभी
problem.
tonight you both are making up and not fighting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
As Cyrus
All right,
said.
Gunjan.
So just thank you. I just want to say thank you before anyone gets angry, just very, very, very thankful. You guys were amazing in my childhood. I heard all the music that you were playing during that time. I was reading my book, traveling to my, college, and it was very feel you. Thank you for being the gentleman, on this earth.
That's so sweet of you. That was Cyrus 1940s. We were on MTV.
Yep.
That was when I was working in the Mughal Empire, Akbar. I was reporting.
I wasn't
directly to-
born at that time, but it was amazing.
Suresh knew Akbar and Birbal personally.
Yeah.
Personally.
Cyril was building the pyramids, so it was a big deal.
Take care, Gunjan. Have a good one.
Oh, man.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Love you
Be
all.
good. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. How sweet.
Dude, this shit
Tough
warms
one,
my
huh?
heart, man. Because
know,
it's
Yeah.
this is the kind of problems which we'll sort out. You know,
Suresh
they'll
is
be
like, I
fine.
can't take this anymore.
I have to say, I felt
there's
really
that
left
Tara.
out in that call because I couldn't hear her properly, and Hojay's shower sound, I was struggling to
Dude,
hear anything.
Yeah, you know,
I never
Jose.
paid so much of attention to somebody.
I
talking
couldn't, and I was like, I don't know what to say.
How are you
because
all still hearing the shower sound? I've stopped
It's
showering
huge.
about 20
It's
minutes
all
ago.
It's all over.
I
It's all
really
over.
I couldn't hear her. And then I'm like, you guys are doing some great advice. I like, oh, this feels so lonely out here. This by myself. Just hanging.
I know why you're hearing the showers because
Ek minute.
I didn't
Yeah,
switch
abhi
it
band ho
in.
gaya.
I didn't switch it in Zoom. Yeah, I just switched it. Anyway, sorry. You don't have to hear me shower anymore. Thank you, everybody who's still on
Shit.
here.
At the end of the podcast.
Fucking, I can't believe
no.
you, bro.
No, the live stream
What a
is fine.
bump.
No, you guys heard my
I have
raw.
a
it's on
soft,
the live
I have a
stream.
soft trickle of blood from my right ear
Yeah.
leaking, which I keep wiping every 2 minutes. And you've just at the end of this freaking chat told
He's
us,
like, 1 second, guys. Okay, done. That's all we have on the podcast, guys. Good night. Take care.
you know, I want to do a whole episode about how can I be as insensitive as Jose to other people's. Achha, a problem thi. Of course.
Messaged you.
Yeah, anyway, 2055 viewers, thank you guys for being with us. An hour and a half, we'll be go on for maybe a couple more calls. And big round of applause to our lovely fake doctors who always interrupt when I'm trying to introduce them. Cyril D'abs, Suresh Menon, Cyrus Sahukar, and also guys,
Jose Cavaco.
the mods guys, apna mods and Harami chat.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's amazing, Amodis. I'm sorry. This becomes so quiet now. It's so eerie.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's like I'm
It's kind of-
peaceful now.
I'm tired and it's like
Yeah.
late at night, and I think that it's been an emotional roller coaster, bro.
I feel like I can hear the birds again.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, I feel like now would be a great like we all got into a chat about like life or
But like,
Yeah.
love. It would be a long one.
We're all
It would be a long one.
reevaluating our own lives.
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
This
Seriously.
appreciation of also noise suppression from Jose's mic is so much more now. It's just-
Dude, that's what it is. It's like a
It
trauma
was too
left us.
close to home.
You know,
It's good.
a trauma left us 3.
Imagine
Yeah.
this is all
Yeah.
because I changed a couple of settings last time when we were recording. Shit. Anyway, we've got Devaj over here. Devaj, how's it going? You need to unmute yourself.
Arre.
Ting 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 ting. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, nice. He can play games
Dude,
with his
he's got
curtains.
the-
Yeah, he's
Arre,
got like
wow. He's
He's
in a
in the-
filter.
Oh,
a, you know,
hi.
go
Aurora
from point A to
Borealis.
point B.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
Hey, brother, what's
Hi.
up?
Hi, bro.
Hi,
Big
bro.
fans, obviously. I didn't think I would get connected.
No
Say
sweat.
that again.
Neither did we, Devaj.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Go for it.
sorry.
Tell us. Kya problem?
So obviously this will be kind of like my friend's problem, not mine.
Sure.
Because-
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, you're learning from the best, huh?
Yeah. My friends
Yeah,
also
it
told me about those websites.
No, it's
Go for it.
not
Go for
about
it. Go for it.
that. Just a second, can I close my door?
Yeah. Hurry up. Close. Go.
He's gonna just go tie his friend up and make sure that the binds are nice and
Dude.
tight.
Yeah.
The sky just turned into a curtain for 4 seconds.
He went
Oh,
through
wow.
the portal.
What's going
Oh.
on, bro?
Yeah,
Amazing.
sorry about that.
And there's a wormhole.
So hi. So yeah, my problem is actually it's so my friend started dating in at the start of lockdown. Okay, just at the start of lockdown, it was 13th March or so. And the thing is, as the lockdown period got lifted and it got eased up a bit, that's when I got tuberculosis
Oh
basically.
shit.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
I hope you're better now.
Yeah, I am doing good.
Okay.
And it's like a different type of tuberculosis where the treatment goes on for a year or two, right?
Okay.
So yeah, that's why we haven't met much at this point. So and plus, so she's probably going to going to abroad for studies in August or
Okay.
so, which is not confirmed yet, but she has gotten a application. So yeah, so like it's basically like, I have some questions like, does it work long distance, or like what will happen when she goes away, right?
The
Because
long distance question has been asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nights
Okay. What are the
of
other
the
questions?
marriage.
Those two questions, and
yeah, and second of all, like and I really haven't met. So we've been friends since 8th standard, and we just got. I'm in 4th year of engineering, so it's been a
Okay.
long way, and so I just don't want to mess this up or anything. Like it would be fine for me to wait.
Hmm.
It really doesn't matter because I care about her that much, but I don't know what will happen once she goes abroad,
Okay. So I think the first thing to start off with is, let's get the narrative right. Yeah. Because I think you started by saying it's a friend's problem, but then you said, hey, I met. So I'm just saying.
He forgot that he said it was my friend's problem.
No,
It's
I
well
think
called,
so,
Cyril.
I think it's fine.
Yes. Okay. Let's
Man,
just get
even
that
I didn't
part right.
catch that. Well done.
Yeah.
But yes, over to the doctors.
Yeah, Cyril just want to be detective. No need to
That's
help
it.
the
That's
patient
all.
in
That's-
any way.
No, but yeah, even I noticed that.
But,
So I don't know what these youngsters. What is long distance relationship will not survive. They already have these recountry emotions. But if your feelings for each other is strong, it will definitely survive. So I don't know why you're getting into it right now, even before the person has moved out or even taken a flight.
Yeah, but
Unless
but
there are
it's-
other issues that you're not telling us. So your
No,
friend has
but
not
it's-
told you to tell
no,
us that
it's
your friend.
always like it's because of me right now that we're not meeting, right? And also the second lockdown and everything. But it just kind of feels my fault that we are in the situation where we haven't met her. Like,
But can I tell you something? That these things are a great litmus test to see whether people are insane or not, right? You've had a legit issue. You had tuberculosis. It's been a year and stuff. And at this point, she's like, "What is this? Why aren't you meeting me?" You'd be like, hello." So then you know that when someone's insane. So these are great litmus tests for these things. But also, I was going to say that now all of us have gone older, but I do remember what it was like to feel like that when we were younger. And people who are older and get married, they always shit on younger relationships. They, oh, young love. I do that also because I know what that. But when you're in it, you really feel it, man. You really feel like, oh my god, this is it. But over time, and now this is a big decision, your life's decision. One person's gonna go here, go there. It's gonna be a long distance relationship. And like Sahu has said earlier on, things change, yaar. That distance will make things different. That distance will be the test to see whether you guys should be together.
Can survive or not.
I honestly, I'll be really blunt. I don't think you should work your life out around this. You got to sort your life out, make sure everything is sorted, and then come back to this. That's how I feel. But of course, you could deal with it in a different way.
Right.
It all depends on how serious you are. Like I keep saying that, I feel like once you get married, then a long distance relationship can work.
Right.
But before, I don't know. Personally, I don't feel like.
Well, I also do think that if there ever was a time for a long distance relationship to be easy to communicate, that's now.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Okay, you're not standing for an hour and a half next to an STD booth screaming, trying to book a call. You're not writing letters, right? You have so many ways to communicate. Quite frankly, you can be sick of each other even in a long distance because you're just over communicating. While I say that, so that's just, we know that it's the easiest time to have that. While I say that it's a difficult situation, man, I haven't seen long distances be easy. I've seen people very successful with it also, and it's purely on the nature of the time difference. Right?
Yeah.
Not
play
even
a
the people.
big part. Yeah, I'll play a big part.
Again, if it's like day for you and night for the other person, then And
then
the-
it's a task.
yeah, and also the mood. You know, you know what happens. You can't read the other person's mood, so you guys have to try it, I guess. And
They were like Cyrus said, you know, that there are so many people who are in long distance relationships, and of course now they're into forced sometimes long distance relationships, right? Because you're not allowed to travel, you're not supposed to go anywhere, right? So it's a norm to be in a long distance relationship. And I know people, and we heard of stories of people who have been in long distance, who've not seen each other for like 2 years, but they're still staying strong because you know they'll meet eventually when we all can meet, of course. So I think that, you know, there is no hard and fast rule that it's not going to work out. I think now is actually the best time to explore it, you know, because I mean, this could be, you know, you being in a long distance relationship with us, right? You're calling us and you're chatting, and that's what's the difference, right? Except the fact that maybe you're more loving.
I would have used a slightly different example, but yeah.
Just saying, you know, sometimes guys it's very lonely out here, right? I'm just trying to make friends, right? It's just,
Okay,
you know,
right.
I'm trying hard.
From his love problem, it's like, so we could have all been in a relationship, like. How is this an example?
Or else, I think they were just already made plans that as soon as the plane takes off, with the girlfriend, he's going to go on Tinder.
No plans.
Just checking.
No plans such of that. Yeah.
So give it a shot, Devas. I think that you got, you know, I think it'll work out, it'll not work out. There's no way to look into that. Don't preempt these things, right?
Also, just talking about it with the other person helps, or is it just?
Absolutely. The
communication,
biggest thing, communication
is key. There is a reason for that line. Communication is key. And I'll tell you one thing, is the moment you start not communicating and you start hiding that information or being defensive is when the problems seep in. Right? And this could be with any form of relationship. So be as honest as you can and don't feel afraid.
But while I say
What
that,
a wise man.
don't be blind honest. Like,
right.
Just word your shit correctly.
Honest.
Like, don't be like, hey, you know, the women in this other country are amazing.
Even Yudhishthir said, Ashwatthama, the elephant is dead.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I mean, someone who talks too much. Sometimes I've noticed that, like, the word your shit a little correctly is a good thing.
Exactly what Cyrus said. Don't get confused by being honest means saying everything. The word honest means selective information. It's very important.
To maintain the peace. That's all, to maintain peace.
It's the most contradictory conversation in it. Fuck your honesty shit.
Fuck it. Just don't open your mouth.
Every time you have a scared thought, don't go running to her and voicing it, okay? It's going to backfire. As a brother, I'm telling you. Just word it correctly, all right?
And look, also the other thing is that don't wait to see ki kya hoga, nahi hoga. You're gonna have to decide what you want and go after it. And through that process, if you feel like, okay, I don't want any part of this, then it's a different conversation altogether. But take the lead a bit, man.
Devaj, that's great. Take the damn lead and also make it interesting, bro. Like, long distance can be amazing and fun and communicative, and she's the one moving, right?
Yeah, she's the one. Yeah.
So there is a huge mental, I wouldn't use the word trauma, but a lot of things happen to a person. It's almost migrating.
Right.
And she's going to be going through her huge amounts of changes. So
be
there for her.
Where is she going to?
She's UK.
UK.
Oh, okay. Everyone is going to UK.
So look, after 6 months, she might call you with a British accent. She's like, hello, I'm here with Dan. Dan's really, look at his muscles. Hey, Dan, stop it. Ha ha ha, Dan, no. And you'll be like, man, chod kaun hai maaf.
Make some parathas for us, me and
parathas.
Sahu does the British one really well.
Hojay just destroyed. They were just asleep for the
night. I'll get a call.
He's like, who's Andrew? Why did Hojay know about Andrew?
I know that you'll have time because she won't be around. And during that time, you should think about how single-handedly this was going well as a conversation between all of us.
And then I liked it.
In the worst advice, and Hojay has just...
I am just preparing him because I know for sure that when the distance increases, this sort of insecurity is going to pop up. You're like, you have 3 guy friends? What happened? You know? So anyway,
listen to some soothing music and go to sleep.
But listen, there was hold on a second. I will also contradict to, there's another side to what Hosey said. is that sometimes also distance makes a relationship stronger. It's not
No, distance makes the heart go fonder.
Fronder? Sir,
Another drink for Suresh, please. Thank you. Hello.
guys, the guy who wrote the distance will make the heart grow fonder, वो बेचारा है. एक चिट्ठी लिखता था 6 महीने बाद रिप्लाई आता था. साला, how do you have any distance?
Yeah, they were different.
हर 2 मिनट तो कोई FaceTime चपकाने आ जाता है, फिर कोई Zoom, फिर कोई ये.
Bro, but
no way, Devach, you'll be fine, man.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Main thing, chat with her. Have a word with her.
Yeah, and ask her who Andrew is. You know,
Dan.
Who's Dan? Dan. Who Dan is?
It's fictional. It's fictional.
Hey, David. Love it.
Right. Take care, buddy.
Thanks.
Punjabi rap, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Aditya Menon is saying long distance relationship is Virar Panvel.
Dude, Virar Panvel. Guys, look at the look at the impact you all are having on people's lives. Preetha sent us a message saying, I got a little overwhelmed. Yeah, I get it. It's my fault too. Like you guys told her, she said, I'm going to stop giving in. So, Preetha, I hope you manage to get out of that loop and move on.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful.
I knew a couple who were dating for 8 years and they moved to Bombay, but they lived, she lived in town and he lived in 7 bungalows and they broke up in a year.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
As in it took a year to break up?
Well, just being polite.
They were only 6 months.
Okay.
8 months of being polite.
Oh, wow. That's intense, man.
Yeah, man.
So 8 months of being polite. That's why they broke up.
Dude, people have gone by their lives being polite.
Yeah. Right,
that's true. Divya?
This shit's getting serious, man.
To the almost 2K people over here, thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit like. If you haven't hit like, do it now. If you have, unlike it and re-like it. Thank you, Cyril. This was not for you, though. It's for the rest of the viewers. Hello there. Hello, Divya. What's going on then?
Hi, am I audible?
You are very, very much so.
Hi, first of all, big fan. I never thought I'll be invited in.
Even I didn't think so.
Tell us. But Cyrus, I just love you.
Oh, thank you so much, Divya. Divya, ignore these beefs.
Childish people.
After this chat, we'll put them back in their cages.
Sure.
Go for it. Divya, tell us what's going on.
Everything is good. I don't know if I should term this as love problem or not, but I'll start with the story directly. So my parents are searching for rishtas for me. So I met this one guy on the Sanskari Tinder that we have few apps in India.
Okay.
So then we started talking, and the thing is, me and that guy haven't met because the guy is in US and he was planning to come to India, but then lockdown happened and there are restrictions now. So we haven't met actually, but then we started talking and things were good. And so we have been talking from like last 5 to 6 months now. So everything was going good, but then I don't know what happened in between and he just stopped texting. So, like vanished kind of. So I texted him and asked what happened, is there any issue or something has happened? So he's having small problem. I don't know what to say about that. So he's having a job, but he's searching for a better job. So he has interviews lined up and all those things. And it's obviously we have a different time zone. So I also don't force things on him because by the time he wakes up, I have my office, he has his office. We have so many meetings in between. So that goes on. And I totally understand that. And he has also understood that thing from me. So whenever we get time for each other, we FaceTime. And this was a daily routine. And then suddenly a person just stopped texting. So what do you do with that? So I just normally asked him what happened. And there was no reply for 3 to 4 days. And then I texted one text for each day. But then he got back to me and he told me that he was busy with few things. So this happened for 1 to 2 days. And then we started talking normally. And then again it happened. So I again asked him is something wrong, or do you want things to be or something else, or is there any problem that you want to tell me? But he didn't tell me anything, and he just told that he was busy. So last when I talked to him about the issue, he didn't tell me a thing. And okay, so I just asked him this question: Can you just tell me what you're thinking right now? You can tell me. So he just told me that he's thinking about his jobs only.
Okay. So maybe he is really stressed out about his job. I mean, these are tough times, and
Yeah, yeah.
people's lives are depending on these things. Can I just say how sweet you've been? You texted him only once or twice in between those days, so you've been sort of holding back and
Yeah, I
also giving him the
understand
space.
because I'm also that person who doesn't reply to text and call that much because
But
it's
utna bhi
really
nahi na, not
frustrating
after
when
3 days and all na. Aisa to aap nahi karte.
that's weird. That's why. Yeah,
yeah.
that's weird.
That because that can travel into the insensitive space.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because
in the
time
old
zones are
days,
different. So I
yeah.
understand that he may not have seen my text today, so he'll reply the next day. So that happens, and
Yeah,
that's
but
totally
3 दिन
okay.
तो नहीं हो सकता. In the old days na, when we didn't have our phones with us 24/7, how can anybody say कि मैं नहीं मिला message or whatever?
वही.
You know what I mean? So it sounds like there's something he's worried to talk to you about. It maybe he's really stressed out about his job. Maybe he's having second thoughts. Whatever it is,
So
you're gonna have to get him to open up.
I'll tell you one more thing. So if I say if it's an issue or not, I don't know. So we were planning on to take things forward. So he was planning to come to India, but that didn't happen. So Maya and his parents were deciding to meet each other. Parents decided to meet each other. But then because he's here and he's having job there, so I decided to study there. So I'm preparing for exams and all. So I just asked him, you have to tell me clearly if this is going somewhere, then I'll change things for me. Because I'm having a job here and my life is okay right now. So if I'm changing everything, I'm doing this for him. And if he's not sure, he should tell me.
Absolutely right.
Fine.
There's no two ways about that.
Divya, I think you've got like amazing clarity on this. Like you literally have the response. And I think the one thing is if you're going to make life changes and lifestyle changes, 100% you need like some sort of communication or conversation with him before you even try and assume that you're going to do that. So and like Jose said, right, it don't well, it sounds easy, and the harami chat of course would be very like he's not interested. I think sometimes that you also have to keep that little percentage that maybe he's also going through something. But
yeah, I kept that percentage, but this thing keeps on happening in between weeks. He just vanished.
I was going to say that, you know what, once is fine, maybe even twice is fine.
Twice is fine.
But,
beyond that, no.
Beyond that, then
that is not fine. Yeah,
it's and if you were calling us to find out whether that was fine or not, we're telling you you're right about it. You didn't even have to ask us. You're right. That's not fine.
Because I overthink things a lot. Because so I thought maybe I'm just overthinking this thing because if I text someone and there's no reply the next day and the other day also, you'll think that what just happened to this guy, or maybe sometimes I checked my phone for a reply, but
you know what?
Sometimes
this does happen where guys get cold feet. They fall so deeply in love that they get cold feet and they're like, oh my God, kya hoga and all. And then they start shaking. They don't call you for 3 days and all. Yeah. And in a guy's mind, this sounds totally normal. But when you actually think about it with today's technology, it was not normal at all. So if you've given him these many chances, okay, and you've invested this much, I think you can give him one more chance, maybe to have a chat with him, not to let him do this to you again. Give him a chance to clear things up. And then if it's not working out, then I'm sorry, but you're going to have to take maybe a slightly tougher call. Because if he's ghosting you now, then baad mein kya karoge?
Yeah.
Exactly. And so Divya, I'll tell you one thing. One suggestion from me would be, with my so many years of experience, I would like to say that, you just to give him the silent treatment now for 1 week. Train yourself that you're not going to reply, you're not going to message him anything. Just see how many messages come back. And 1 week mein agar uska message nahi aaya, वैसे भी you'll be free. So the most important thing is, don't be sad. You're a wonderful person, and you're very much aware of what is happening over here. And sometimes people, like Jose said, they do get cold feet and they go away. So maybe you need to give a little bit of space. So just give him the silent treatment now.
Space to Suresh is giving him so much of space and understanding.
Don't reply at all now. 3 days, 2 days where you've been doing that, but just stop it.
I did that, Suresh. I want to tell you that I did that, and he called
And he called. Okay.
He called and he was talking normally, like nothing happened, and he just asked about my day. I asked about his day, and then he had a meeting and he told me, "Okay, I'm having a meeting in 5 minutes. I'll call you later," and that I'm fine with that.
Okay, so Divya, I think that everything you have said and everything I've heard today, I cannot even find half a point where you're wrong. I find you super compassionate and super agreeable, and you actually you've given him more than enough of the benefit of the doubt. I think the one thing that's not communicating is that you need to tell him that this rattles you, it spoils your day. So these 3-day disappearances are 3 days spent of you just doing nothing but thinking about how and why
he's leaving things in limbo by doing that.
Yeah,
That happens.
So if
Correct.
you're correct, so the thing is that cannot become the norm, because आज 3 दिन है, कल 6 दिन हो जाएगा.
Correct.
And so you have to, more than anything else, be very firm with telling him that this feeling is something that he's giving you for free.
Yeah.
And you are just going through it, and like that's not done.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's exactly
the
what
thing is,
Divya.
yes,
It's exactly what Cyrus is saying, right? Even if he has problems, even
Yeah.
if he is, he has to at
he
least
can
be
tell
open.
me.
The problem to Mary,
Exactly. That's it.
Divya, yeah, exactly. He needs to
Exactly.
communicate.
Yeah.
He has been
tomorrow-
open about his jobs before also, and he has told me that he was having problem with some interviews and all, and I just encouraged him. And one time we had a session over his interview session, like how the questions going to be and all these things. So okay, if he doesn't want to discuss, because people are different.
Yeah, people are different.
Sometimes we don't
Man,
want
what
to
a
talk about
sweetheart this Divya
Yeah.
is.
Divya, you're an angel.
Divya,
very
if I was
loving
not married
person.
now.
Yeah.
You're
I
a very
swear,
loving person.
If I was a real man, I would.
Yeah, if I was not an AI.
They're all robots. But Divya, you know what? Our Harami chat is also saying, wow, she's giving him so much of space. Forum is saying that Forum Trivedi says, I reply in 0.002 seconds after waiting for 22 hours. So yeah, man.
No,
we're with
this
you,
is
don't
this
worry.
is this is something you have to do, dude. Because
because I believe because we are in different locations, we can't meet. There's no other form of communication. So either you have to text me or you can call me.
And giving him the complete benefit of the doubt. Everyone's going through their own stresses. Everyone's worrying about what jobs they're going to do, but they don't. This can't become the norm, na?
I don't know if people have noticed, but Divya's voice is changing. She's become a little more assertive, and she's like, "Abhi nahi chalega."
Divya just slapped the fridge.
I could have been in front of me, would have done that.
Correct. Also, let me tell you that in my cables guy now doesn't have anything abroad, no connections
Cable
abroad.
guy.
So his cable must be working properly. So you can't have Wi-Fi excuse also. When Wi-Fi is working, come
I
on.
was like, what? But Divya, you sound like a very loving person, like all of us out here and the chat say, and you're being very accommodating. You're being very forward in supporting him. And if he can't be that much honest with you, it's okay to be distant. But if he can't be honest with you or receptive to that, then I feel like it's going to be a problem, as you go by. And I think that, and let me tell you, Divya, again, I don't want to be the person to tell you, but there are a lot of loving people out there who will match the love that you're putting out there. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right, Mr. Cyril D'abs.
Not me.
Hey, girl.
I'm just saying.
You just told in the previous call you feel lonely. I can talk to you then.
Thanks, Divya. I thought you want to ever understand it.
Divya,
all right, guys, this podcast has been successful. I'll see you all later.
1 minute. People are calling you to get their problems solved. Cyril is converting them into proper dates and all over here. I don't know कि कैसा हो
Why
गया.
not?
But Divya, people in our Harami chat is saying कि hey, please Rani Mukherjee real ID से.
Oh no, I just hate that comment. I don't take that as a compliment. Don't give that thing.
It's a sweet comment. It's a sweet comment.
Sweetheart.
ये awkward moment हो गया. But anyway.
You take care.
Divya, best of luck.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I
Thank
love
you,
you
Divya.
all.
You're the best.
Thank you, Divya. So
Love
sweet.
to all. Love to all. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Divya is like the most understanding woman in the world. Bro.
She is
I
very
need a
Wow,
minute.
man.
I need a minute to howl, just to break down.
Just to cry.
Okay.
No, all of
This guy has lucked out. Like what is this?
But
guy?
can I tell you?
I swear, we pray for somebody like this. Huh?
No, but can I tell you something? There are so
4
many
days. 4
women.
days you disappear. Like they cut in my family. They'll cut me into.
No,
pieces.
I'm upset.
Really? You guys haven't? I feel
No.
bad for the three of you.
And-
Kind of married. Kind of people.
Once this stream is over now, we'll be taking the YouTube link with the time code and showing it to our. See, Divya, she's giving him so much space for 3 days. 3 days, he's still interested.
Yeah, man. Yeah, amazing.
Oh my God.
But this guy, I think you're right. He freaked out, but he's also very self-indulgent, and
yeah. But can I tell you something? Someone like Divya, right? And is she there are people like her like who come across as very loving, and some men can't really deal with that. That's also another angle. I'm just saying that they don't know how to reciprocate the love.
This is that part that Cyrus was saying now, that where people have their own problems, they sort of inject into.
You know what? Our next scholar, next person on this chat is only going to be there for 2 minutes.
Let's see.
I must say that because you guys,
Lovely.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
Very nice, Suresh Babu.
Thank you.
Maggie, आपका 1.5 मिनट खत्म इधर ही हो गया.
She's here.
Maggie आ गया.
2 मिनट लगता है ना.
मसाला मैगी या
cheese
Yes,
Maggie.
masala with vegetables and cheese.
Go for it, Maggie.
Combo. बोलिए मैगी.
मेरा प्रॉब्लम वैसे शॉर्ट ही है. आई एम टायर्ड ऑफ बीइंग सिंगल, सो ऑनलाइन डेटिंग एप्स वगैरह ज्वाइन करना है. So I was hoping if you guys can help me write my about
bio.
Yeah.
Over to Dr. Cyril.
Dr. Cyril.
No.
This is a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one actually, because
what kind of stuff should go in the bio? What would you want to put in there? What do you want the other person to know about you?
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm kind of an introvert. I like to watch comedy stuff. I like hiking. What else? I'm a creative person. So I like designing. I mean, that's my job. So
interesting. So I really think that favorite shows, I've never thought about this before, because we're from a time where if you held hands with someone, you were in a relationship with them, and then you had to marry them a couple of months later. But
what's wrong with that?
No. So favorite shows, I think, is, although earlier on we were discussing, right, saying that you shouldn't choose the person based on if you like the same things, but I think a good starting point is favorite shows.
Oh really?
Yeah, your 5 favorite movies, your 5 to 6 favorite movies will.
It's not necessary.
A lot about that person. It'll say a lot about that person.
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing about me. I just write Game of Thrones.
Wow. See? There you go.
Actually, that's a great way. Maybe you can communicate using show references.
Hey, 1 second. Can I just take down notes just in case?
Like if you say I support Cersei and all that, problem.
Yeah. But Cyril, if you are on one of these apps and you are looking, what are you looking for?
Oh, here we go.
See, now
I just
was
knew this was going to happen.
Charm of the app.
Apne ko pata tha.
Well, honestly, I have no such luck on these apps, because I think this.
Being it humble.
I did.
Cyril is my target audience. So
Maggie, I gotta tell you, this is a very awkward position. I got 3 guys who are just waiting for me to say something, and it's just gonna be, gonna be like a cheese in a sandwich. That's just not gonna work out well for me.
Sir,
but I'll tell you what. You said
Yeah.
you like humor. You said you like, you're very creative, and I think that's the thing. That's the clincher with dating apps, right? Is when you're going to meet someone random who you never met before. The first thing you want to know is, because it's going to be one chat and then you're going to judge that person. I mean, dating apps are the most judgmental platform that can ever be there, right? You're 5 seconds you're judging someone. I suggest use that, right? So if your bio wants to be humorous, use it, make it funny. I'll tell you, I put a bio out and I use the lyrics of a Venga Boy song called,
that explains why.
And how successful has that been for you, Mr. Cyril D'abs?
I had to throw the phone out.
Line it up, people. So let me get this right. Cyril D'abs wrote Brazil, la 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 la.
No, there's a one where boom,
people
boom,
with
boom. I want you in my room.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I took the worst song they had ever, and
that's a nice one. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room.
Suresh.
Okay.
Suresh is writing that down.
Yeah, but Maggie, I would suggest.
Because I know they're from the 90s. They have the 90s.
Yeah, I think my target, no one what is this? What is he being creepy on an app? It didn't work out well for me. I used the wrong song reference out there. Maybe go with younger Justin Bieber kind of references. I get my peaches from California or whatever it is.
Georgia.
Look at my peaches on Georgia,
Stupid Instagram.
I think I'm going to
TikTok.
use like a Backstreet Boys song or something.
Maggie, basically,
Oh,
what we're trying to say
Backstreet Boys.
is,
There you
you
go.
take all our advice, you're going to be single for a very long time.
Do everything opposite, Maggie, that you've heard today. All right.
But the
and-
second part is like, how do I avoid creepos on this app?
Oh, that's not that's
Can't.
not something.
That's
That's not
never-
possible.
It's the
I mean,
nature of the world.
Three things: finding a decent guy, and speaks well and good looking and has a great job are myths. You're never going to find that.
That's
you
4
know.
different
And
guys.
and correct age, and correct status is also a myth.
Yeah.
A lot of
Maggie,
lot of
they've just asked you to lower your standards
Expectations.
all the way down to the
But
basic.
listen, Maggie, जब आप ये bio लिख रहे हो ना, I'll tell you something. I feel like, I don't know about other people, but if you're a creative person, you feel like you're a creative person, वैसा लिखना नहीं चाहिए. Let the other person call you creative or whatever. You should never write कि I'm creative, because then they'll wait for you to be. They'll be like, hey, इसका creativity किधर है? That kind of shit will happen.
You can say I'm a fan of creativity.
Yeah. Oh, nicely done, Cyrus.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
I want to write something funny, but it takes me like a
But
long
don't
time
try
to-
too hard. Now, see, if you try
Yeah.
too hard, also it'll be like, oh.
See, I'll tell you that men get intimidated very easily, right? So even if you have this great bio, I'm funny, I'm creative, and I presume you
lawyer.
said you design and you do law. I mean, that's most men are going to be intimidated by that.
I'm
So
freaking out right now.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to you. But so play it down a notch, be a little funny, slightly quirky, and sound like you want to hear what they
Maybe
want to
sneak
say.
some shit in there, like Hunter or something.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry to throw in
Nunchuck
a
expert.
I'm sorry to throw in a Star Wars reference here, but have you seen the fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, where Obi-Wan says, "I have the higher ground"?
Oh, no, you
Clear,
said like a-
you're definitely not, but you can look it up. Anyway, the point is that you have the
Maggie,
higher
that was a
ground.
classic example of a humiliating moment where Jose thought you guys would bond. But I
Yeah.
love the way you said no.
And
then he tried to
Enchilada.
sort of, bring shit up. Because
Enchilada.
you're intimidated.
Maggie.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you here, Maggie, is that you have the higher ground. Okay.
Hey, Maggie, remember the time when we were fighting?
You are,
No.
you're the one who's going to be able to choose. It's not him.
One second, Maggie. If you take that reference, you're only going to find the creepos. I'm telling you right now.
Star Wars fans. You're gonna chop all his hands and legs off, just like in that scene. But that's a different discussion. Anyway, but remember that you have the higher ground. Somebody said that you don't have to worry about all these things. You just make a decent enough bio, put some sweet pictures out there, and you're done.
Maggie, you sound like a really nice person. I think you're not going to have a problem at all. Only thing is maybe use a display picture. I mean, just writing Maggie might make it very anonymous in the dating app. In the dating app, that's all.
Yeah. Over here, she's just
Hey, go old-fashioned way. I would still recommend the old-fashioned way. Apps are
Pigeons.
Yeah.
अभी कहाँ लॉकडाउन में ओल्ड फैशन में मुश्किल हो रहा है.
Get a pigeon, Maggie. Get a pigeon.
Grab
Tie
tag
some
again.
shit to its leg and send it out.
Yeah, kabutar, ja.
Or you'll have this the whole day. You'll have to answer this shit like, hey, remember Game of Thrones when the bad guy, he bit the wolf and.
Maggie, I just want to point. Yeah,
we let go of the bird will go and land in somebody's house, and we knew that person was for us.
Yeah, Maggie, I was giving you advice about you having the higher ground. Just notice these two guys tell you to catch birds and tie things to their legs and send it to this guy. You decide
Birds
who is giving you better.
1 second. There is nothing like love than a bird giving you that love. Okay.
Dude, tell me something, Maggie. Tell me something. If you found a little pigeon. Even though pigeons are the most irritating birds I've ever
Very
found.
nice.
But this pigeon came and then a little letter was tied to it with Maggie written on it and a heart.
I mean, that's amazing.
What's going on,
That's
man?
amazing.
Wow.
Some guy trained the dumbest bird in history to come and drop off a letter to you.
And
That's dedication. That's dedication.
Hardcore stuff. That says something. That says something.
It also says
do that. Yeah.
it also says that it could be toxic because pigeons are pretty they've got a lot of
They should
Guys, the Maggie has been boiling for more than 6 minutes now. It's not really.
All right. Okay. Chalo, guys. My ear is hurting.
Thank you
Take care,
guys.
Maggie.
Love
Thanks, Maggie.
Bye, Maggie.
Thank you. Bye, Maggie. Wow.
All right, guys.
This is the only place where the doctor says, "Hari, बहुत हो गया ये patient का इसको निकालो."
Hey, but I feel जितने सारे patients आ जाए, they were connecting with Cyril. So I got hopes for Cyril now.
You
Did
got
Cyril-
what for more?
1 second, what is this? Cyril's put out a message on his Instagram saying, anybody looking for a date, please contact me on this stream.
Did not say
So
anything.
weird. What the fuck?
Guys, I just feel like you all have been roasting me through this entire podcast for saying I'm giving my real love problem and real issues.
No, Cyril was being very genuine. Aradhana says,
from the heart.
Aradhana says, big fan of you all. If I and my boyfriend ever sat down to write a book on our love story, there will be a whole chapter on us enjoying and bonding over this podcast. Love Cyrus and his wife. Coolest OG.
But I have to say, I mean, because I'm paying attention to all your body languages, I'm a little concerned sometimes because when we're getting deep things about like, I shouldn't have held a hand. I look towards Cyrus and I see Cyrus staring. He's staring like it's a deep, I feel like that's close zoom into his, like that you come like that. It's that's what's happening out there. So
thank you.
My lamp has stayed up and I want to fix it for 2 hours and I'm just like,
oh God, that is.
I can tell you something. My phone has been ringing.
I've been
trying to look for my phone.
I just want to fix that shit.
Not
Feeling
change
so much
it.
better. I was losing my mind.
Oh God.
Funny as shit.
Yeah, bro. But there was some real shit there. But Cyril, I really do think that there is something juicy fruity about what's happening to your life.
Yeah, seriously.
Thank
still
you.
laughing about the Jawal.
That was hilarious, man. Let me quickly say hi to everyone in the chat. 1 second, guys. Dan Loco, thank you so much for your contribution. Aradhana Tiwari, thank you also. Batman, you're here. Go for it.
Hey, bro.
You need to unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself. This is the
hi,
love.
Hojay. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. This is the love advice you deserve, not what you need.
I was expecting a
God.
deeper Batman host voice out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. Bro, you called us earlier, so we already saw your face that time. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, so this title was for ghost stories. I had a pretty good ghost story. So do you mind if I come back in ghost stories?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Nice
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a better ghost story. I don't want to ruin
Fair
this
enough.
chance.
Dude, I love that.
Okay.
I messed up today too. I also messed up today, so it's cool.
लव लाइफ में कुछ ज्यादा चल नहीं रहा है ghost story better है
इसीलिए तो ghost stories पे focus कर रहे हैं.
Don't worry, sir. This is that type when you walk into the clinic and you're like, "Arey, I didn't come for that. I came for something else." But ये तो
ठीक है. यही रखना कल. Tomorrow we'll call you.
DP Robin का voice.
Cyril, Hojay, huge fan. Cyril sir. Oh my God.
Very kind. Very kind.
Thank you, sir.
I'll edit this out.
हम मर गए मनोज हैं हम दोनों यहाँ बैठे थे
अरे सिरिल कर
आने दे कर
he said huge बोला तो
and he called Cyril serial also.
Yeah.
ये तो कॉर्नफ्लेक्स बन गया मुझे.
But even we call it serial.
Menon साहब पहले भी आया हुआ है. During the last year's lockdown, Dhananjay, I remember it.
So guys,
Kellogg's को पता.
Studies
he hasn't aged a day.
Studies say that people don't hit the like button unless you tell them to. So guys, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, hit it now. Cyrus, you're exempt. You don't have to. I see you doing that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
He's unsubscribing right now to the channel.
He's unsubscribing. Dhananjay is correcting to audio. I feel like Dhananjay has a company that produces vaccines. How's it going, Dhananjay?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, he's here. What's up?
Dhananjay, there was a great transformation from your display
किसी और का
picture to
account किसी और का account use कर रहा था.
If Maggie is still watching us, that's an example of how it can look on Tinder. तो दिखता है DP और असलियत में क्या है.
We're all exempt from shaving. Go for it.
My Menon sir है पर you.
क्या problem हो गई ले?
Inchilleru. So my problem is that now because of the lockdown, I'm not able to meet my girlfriend. And like first she was tested positive.
Oh, no.
Then I had a friend who tested positive, so I had to quarantine. So like, and plus now, so she runs her own bakery. So she's constantly busy with her work. And I'm also very busy with my thing. So because of this thing, the communication is reduced a lot.
Right.
And plus meeting is very difficult. So
you guys are both recovered now?
No. I was never tested positive. I had to quarantine because my friend was tested positive.
Achha.
So yeah, like the communication is being a bitch.
Okay. Is the bread good? I'm sorry.
Is the Wi-Fi good?
So when you say, how many times do you talk in a week?
Talking would be like maybe once or twice. Like we keep texting each other. Like I keep, like at least like I make sure that there's like a good morning, good night message going.
Nice.
Okay, very important question. Who texts first and who calls first?
I text first because I wake up before her.
Good job. Well done.
Nice.
Well played,
man.
sir.
Good man. Smart.
I know, right? Like
You're on the right track.
I read.
Boy knows.
आपने बोल दिया.
And then phone call. Phone call ka?
Ugly.
Phone call ka she calls. Then I ask ancillary and then she keeps the phone.
Acha, Suresh, you got to stop calling. But
phone call, like we decide, like we ask each other whoever is free, like it's a good time to connect, then we connect.
But have you already reached that point where abhi kuch bolne ke liye rahi to nahi gaya? There's nothing left, right? Now you'll have done this for how long? This phone, and then after a point it's just like, hi.
What are you doing? Hi.
For me, like there's like that dead air when I have to ask or kya chal raha hai, like.
Beta Dhananjay, meri baat sun. I think, the very fact that she's got a bakery business going on, you make sure that this relationship is a long lasting one. Simple reason, because you heard of the saying that you can have your bread and eat you can bake your own bread and eat it too.
Wow.
Such
a wordsmith.
Yeah, kadak power response.
Shakespeare.
So
Shakespeare.
I feel कि कल को ऐसा lockdown कुछ हुआ तो at least one of you have got a business which is going to really do well, because food business is never going to stop.
But Suresh, my friend did this, and he was dating a masseuse, right? Because she told him she's a very good masseuse, and they had a 5-year relationship, and she gave him one massage. One. Because she said
that's complimentary, na?
Like it was, he said it was lame. Like she was on her phone, but she was like pressed a few pressure points on his back while he screamed.
So I don't know. One bread.
No, I've tried her food. She's a trained cook. Like her food is really
obviously.
good.
So there you go.
Then you got a winner, bro.
Yeah.
And listen, the second lockdown is just started, so I don't know why so much a problem already. एक महीना भी नहीं हुआ. And by next month, by the time everyone is going to be vaccinated, things are going to be fine in another 6 months. US, as we speak today, each and every citizen has been vaccinated, it seems. So, yeah.
Dhananjay, just remember, sometimes a relationship's like a yeast. It takes time to rise. Okay.
Beautiful.
So I'm just saying.
Beautiful.
I was waiting to crack that gutli from quite some time.
Thank God he went with the yeast that is in bread. Anyway, so
great.
Wonderful stuff, Cyril.
It's just for now, Dhananjay, and I think that maybe right now she also needs time. She's also doing stuff, and you guys are communicating through the day. Plus, you meet, you chat, you like message in the morning and the night, right?
Yeah.
So, what would be your sweet
like I just
spot?
keep
Like,
sending her
how would you want?
so that she doesn't forget this.
Correct.
One
Like,
second.
I'm not
Sorry, guys, for all the people who Cyrus just spoke directly into their souls. I just want to say you're welcome. You're welcome.
Sorry.
And now continue.
Yeah. So, what would be your sweet spot? I mean, how much would be enough?
So what I want to ask you, do you have any trust issues?
No, like the problem with the communication part is like we were fighting.
Bullshit. Communication, not bullshit.
Sir, he doesn't have trust issues. He has crust issues. Sir.
Wow.
Terrible.
The yeast has risen.
He's regretting this. He's regretting calling you already.
Dude, I'm sorry, Dhananjay. Sorry.
Dhananjay, answer my question.
Okay, finish Suresh's question. I'll...
No, so my point is like that either like she was saying something and I used to get pissed off, and or mostly the time when I say something and she gets pissed off, like, so then after that
that's marriage.
Bro, I genuinely think it's just a phase, bro. It's just a phase you guys are going through. Or abhi itna judge mat kar isko. Just hold on.
Yeah.
Right now,
I think abhi sabka dimag kharab ho gaya.
Yeah, right now there's the baggage of the pandemic that's on everybody's heads.
क्या था Jose?
Huh?
Okay.
No
Baggage.
baggage.
Yeah, sir. Achha, but Dhananjay, what you're doing is anyway bang on. I think what you're doing is constantly reminding her, messaging, and it is a tough time. But I think just keep this up. Eventually, it'll be fine, and she'll appreciate it. I mean, unless she's telling you messages that she doesn't appreciate, that's a different conversation. But
and don't fall back into that thing of अभी मैंने नहीं उसने message नहीं किया तो मैं भी नहीं करूँगा.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just take onus. Don't get into that game. Don't get into that game.
Remember,
unless she's messaging, stop messaging me.
Yeah. Unless she's written it carefully. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do cute gifs. भेज दे बार हर दिन gifs भेज दे बस. Jose.
Yeah, just put Iodex हो जाएगा ठीक.
Yes sir.
अरे trying move all this time, but ठीक है चले.
No, वो Cyril का swellings है. That's why he had some swellings in his hands. That's why.
The yeast has risen.
Anyway, best of luck, buddy.
Fine. Best of luck, man.
Bye, Dhananjay.
All right, thanks a
Bye,
lot.
bro. Man.
Bye-bye.
बातें communicate.
What a
Trust issues. मुझे लगता है trust issues.
Man, half the world doesn't want to chat. The other half is worried about chatting.
Yeah, man.
It's like crazy, man. Crazy.
And there's this percentage that doesn't care. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. 1945. That's the year I had my first shot. And also the number of people were here as viewers. Thank you so much. We're going to take maybe a couple more calls.
But it's 12 o'clock, man.
It's 12 o'clock?
Oh my God.
It's 12. We started in 1928. My kids have left. My 2 sons have divorced.
And I have to say that we have gone through the equivalent of another pandemic with Hojay's first 15 minutes of this noise.
You know, I'll tell you what it is, Cyril. It's easy for Hojay because he wasn't hearing that shower. We have
continuous.
I'm going to be dreaming tonight, and my dreams are going to be this vivid dream, but it'll be like this filled with sound of that shower.
Yeah. People can have so many different choices here. They have my shower ASMR. They have Cyrus's talk directly into your soul ASMR.
Hello.
Yeah, Olivia is there. Olivia.
Olivia.
We can hear you.
I remember Olivia Gomez.
Olivia's looking. She's looking away from us as well. I'm very
she's staring right at Suresh's nostril. She's like, I've never seen a nose this large. My God.
Go for it, Olivia. You are on the stream.
Oh, not.
That's a wonderful blank call. We always appreciate those.
You said more in that silence than most of us have said in this 2 hours of chatting.
Listen,
Pinaz. That's a lovely Parsi name.
Hungry now after that bakery story.
Dude, you know what's messing with my head? That Maggie, girl.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about Maggie like constantly, and I know that there's no Maggie at home, and it's stressing me out.
I know proper noodles.
I'm dying. I'm so
I'm
hungry.
I'm making sure I pronounce this properly. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Pinaz.
I'll just pretend to be Pinaz.
Has anybody seen Cannonballers?
Hey Pinaz, that's half the Parsis in the country.
There's that
on this stream.
There's that scene where they're offering each other peanuts.
Who's offering peanuts?
Anyway, let's not get into that. Pinaz, is this a blank call? It is a blank call.
I have some peanuts though. I have some peanuts.
Guys,
which I could eat.
I'm really hungry.
I'm fucking hungry. I gotta eat, man. I'm starving. You can't name yourself after food and all.
Can you make something to eat? Okay, yeah, sure, no problem.
Wow. That's weird.
Very sweet. Very loving. Very loving relationship.
And his left hand, my God.
Ashwin Radhakrishnan.
Have you noticed?
You broke up with the right hand.
Prasad, no one's talking to us. Have you noticed how...
Hi, this is Prasad.
Hi, Prasad.
Hi, Cyrus. Hi, Hojay.
Hi, Prasad. Tell us, Prasad.
Yeah,
क्या problem हो गया?
Not for me. I just read a problem somewhere from an anonymous guy. So I thought you guys are the experts, so probably you can help.
Okay, that is so sweet, Prasad. You took someone who's been trying to reach out.
Whatever floats your boat.
This is next level Jose's friend.
Well, it's very sweet and mildly creepy also. But
I will tell you the background.
Okay.
I live near a park, and obviously the pandemic chal raha tha, so where I live, it is like the situation is far better. So there's a small organization who started an initiative wherein they have some blank papers on a card, and people can just write about their stories, and other people can respond to it.
Nice.
You can have an anonymous guy who's writing something, and other people can respond back to it. So me and my wife were just like visiting the park, and we were reading through the different stories that people had posted. So one of the questions was extremely interesting and kind of a weird question. So, and that after reading that, I immediately thought that, okay, this is a question that probably you guys can answer. I will go back and respond to that later. Okay, so the question was, it was a 2-line question, like not even a story. They said that, I don't know who wrote it, but they said that me and my wife both are in love with my wife's friend, and we don't know how to tell her.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was just watching a video like this, but that's a different story altogether. Then what happened?
कुछ नहीं, फिर me and my wife contemplated कि
how could you insensitive wretch could mess this shit up
I know
by saying that?
Yeah,
Now I'm going to think of that.
Man.
At
Can you
least
also
share the
share
site
the
with us, man.
yeah? Can you share the link with us?
He said it's not his problem. He read it on a paper
Yeah. Okay,
somewhere.
Prasad, आगे. फिर?
so that was the problem. That is the 1-line question. So how would you guys respond to it? And this is my real name, so don't worry about it.
See, this is weird because someone's like, unless she agrees on loving both of them, one of these people are going to get dumped in that relationship, right?
You know, and no one's asking that woman, like, what do you want?
No, see,
these two have decided.
If she says, I hate you both, you hideous, I can't stand you both, and I don't want to be with you both, then they have each other still, right? So they checkmate. But if she chooses one only, she's like, I like you, but Ramesh is really hideous. Look at his face. Oh God, you will have to leave Ramesh. So Ramesh will just live in the closet while, they cuddle.
I'm so sorry, but
But
somebody
Ramesh can watch.
People are typing shit like naughty America in the chat.
1 minute, people are, because Hojay, somebody I know, implanted that shit in their brain.
Exactly.
It's called Inception. And
Just
I just
about
want to
help
say,
Prasad.
no, what it reminded me of is Suresh had done this crazy thing on Kanmasti back then, where he was imagining a desi orgy.
Yeah.
And he was doing things like
voices.
he was doing stuff like, hello everybody, welcome to the catering is done by the store down there, and everybody please keep your shoes outside. Anyway, sorry, we deviate.
Prasad, I'm so sorry for doing this to you.
Prasad
is enjoying because uska problem nahi hai, unless it is. Anyway, so
Suresh sir, I purposefully hid one part of the question. The name of the girl also they had given. I don't know if I should tell.
No, you should not.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
It was just the first name, and the name was Cyril, to be very honest. I don't know if Cyril is a guy's name only or a girl's name.
It's actually, it is a girl's name too.
Yeah, you can have it
but
as a
I
girl.
never really wrote that in the past. Oh, wait.
No, that was Cyril.
Okay.
That was Cyril.
Now makes sense.
Yeah.
Cyril को एक plate एक bread फेंक के दिया. चलो.
Yeah. Husband, wife, and the girl that they're in love with are all the same person.
It's all the same person. It's just me. I'm married to myself and infatuated by someone called Cyril. Okay, so here's the deal, Prasad.
At least I know Bipasha ne likha tha, it's not me.
But here's the deal. If they're in an open relationship, then it's perfectly fine, right? I don't know if the question is it okay to be in this, or is the fact that what should we do? I think it's exactly what Cyrus and Hojay and Suresh already said. First, get her perspective, right? Does she want to be engaged with the husband or the wife in the first place, right? And I think that's the key out here.
But that would be wrecked, huh? I'm telling you, if she only liked one, it would be nuts.
But
because
Sahu, listen, there's a documentary on Netflix. I'm not even kidding. There's a documentary on Netflix about, I think it's Mormons or something. A documentary on Netflix.
Oh, the murdering Mormons.
No.
Is it Jason Mormons? Is he the actor?
No,
dude, the Mormons freak me out.
There's
so much about them I don't
No, but this is about relationships where two people are already in a relationship and then they have a third person who is brought into the relationship.
Sir, you're mistaking that movie again.
They murder the guy, bro. They murder the guy.
No. This is a sign from the stream gods that we should end the stream now.
Chalo.
But our guys are very hungry. They are talking about Mormons and
sorry, Prasad.
I sense hunger.
Like even Prasad is reminding of food. You know what I mean?
Prasad is like, I'm never going back to this park again.
Take care, Prasad. Have a good one.
Prasad, bless you, man. Look after yourself. Right?
Stop going to strange places where people put.
He's like, damn, I should never have faked this story.
One LinkedIn message I'll have to read out. Yashika Narula. Suresh sir, just wanted to give a shout out to all of you. पैसे नहीं है अभी देने को, super chat भी भेजेंगे कभी. Love you guys. Yashika
sweet.
Narula.
So
Thank
I
you.
think she's
Or,
asking for the
did she
money you took
send-
from us, Suresh.
Did she send resume
I
as well?
just blocked her.
See, resume bhi bhej diya.
All right, real quick.
PhD researcher, energy and sustainability consultant at Base Energy Services. Wow.
Guys, while using Cyrus
Manchut,
again.
क्या कर
Google
रहा
that.
है? Ayush,
Oh, sorry.
Ayush, thank you for your
I was
message.
googling.
सर क्या लगता है 12th बोर्ड होगी? पता नहीं, I don't know. इतना सब चल
अरे
रहा है. I
नहीं.
don't think
I
कि
hope
कुछ
not,
होना
यार. I
चाहिए.
hope not.
Even I don't think
12th
होना
का
चाहिए.
बोर्ड में हो गया यार.
Yeah.
No, maybe he's saying he's bored, got bored 12 times.
Yeah,
At 12 o'clock. He's saying I'm bored at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, quite possible.
Were you
Pawan
guys
says,
more? Yeah. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Were you more scared of the 10th boards in your life or the 12th boards?
Oh, fuck, 10th.
10th.
Because we are
10th,
younger,
actually
na?
10th, yeah.
Younger and more
Same.
scared.
10th.
Anyway,
Correct me. Yeah.
Pawan says that Pawan sent us a message really long by says I think the guy took inspiration from Ross in Friends. Anyway, that's it for today's stream. Quite an eclectic bunch of people, and I'm not even
Superb.
talking about the people who called in. So that was great. And to everybody who's here on the stream, thank you so much. Thank you for hitting like if you did that. If you haven't, please do it now. It really helps out. Thank you for all your messages and all that other nonsense. A big round of applause for our fake doctors. Cyrus, Suresh, Menon, Cyril D'abs,
And Hojay
Kovako.
I'm just the person who opens the clinic door and close it later. Of course. Oh, I was about to pull everybody in. Then you never know. You have somebody mooning us, showing us their ass and stuff like that.
Which is
Let's
fine.
not do that.
Oh, sorry.
Which is fine. We'll catch you tomorrow. Hey, we can ask Cyrus right now because when I ask him on WhatsApp, sometimes he's lost. So we'll ask him now. Cyrus, are you on with us for tomorrow's Ghost Story stream?
I thought today was Ghost Story. I was so excited. I haven't posted about it, bro.
So we'll see you guys.
I like horrifying shit. Yeah.
You repost it tomorrow.
We will see you guys tomorrow on the Ghost Story stream. Thank you, everyone, mods and Harami